Welcome everybody back to Learned Mortality Night 1 Part 2, because these absolute crazy bastards decided to not sleep. Last time on Learned Mortality, LSR put a shark inside a circuit board. What will happen today?
Gonna put another shark
You rotated, idiot.
in another circuit
Got
board.
fucking rotated. Automatic heating device.
It's a land of infinite possibilities.
So,
Pretty soon the entire power grid will be shark powered.
because of the choices that were made last session, all of you are at the Isotiller tunnel entrance and backup generator room. This is the first session that we're starting outside of Isotiller, which means I'm going to apply the non-friendly session beginning rules. You cannot heal, and all of you would like you to mark on your tokens, and I'm going to include Bliss in this, 1 point of frostbite. Frostbite is a status condition that is going to be prevalent throughout this entire game. It is going to basically represent your warmth condition. It is a very simple status condition. All each stack does is lower your base move speed by 5. You can read the rules here. The important thing to note is that when you reach 10, you will die. You can, as a free action at any point, lower your frostbite by taking 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Or if you spend time in an area of warmth, or use some honor spin on yourself, you can remove a point as well. On top of that, because all of you are staying up for the night, sleep matters. I'm going to impose a -1 penalty on every single physical roll that you make for this session.
Sure.
I'm going to die this session.
You got your backup character ready, ain't you, right? So, I just realized we had vehicles.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend a plot point.
Yeah.
Can somebody bring us a vehicle, please?
Yeah. Bliss would just be like,
Yeah, no, I kind of phoned Camellia on the way. She should be coming over right about now.
We all kind of got caught in the moment.
I don't blame you, I did too, honestly. But being risky ain't gonna do us anything, so, you know.
this is the best asset I have for this, so please, I apologize for the quality of this asset. It doesn't look exactly like this.
I hope it's technicolored.
It's,
I really hope it's just a fucking sedan.
God, imagine.
It's just a mini green.
No,
fucking-
it just, there is not, in fact, a minigun on this buggy.
Oh.
But here you go. Massive tire tracks coming down the road. Dr. Tiller driving what seems to be basically it's like a dune buggy, but for the snow. Comes with your plot's point. Dr. Tiller steps out. It's night. This activates one of her traits. I'm gonna just do that.
Hey you, if you're all going out to find Murphy, you should probably do it in something a little bit more suitable for traveling, no?
You're very correct. I'm glad Bliss had the idea to phone ahead. Good on you.
To be fair, I only had the idea because you had the idea.
It was very heat of the moment.
Yes, I'm aware you're all
Okay.
fucking idiots. Come on, get in the buggy.
It appears that he's gotten a lot further than I initially suspected he would have. Come on now. Every moment is precious.
It probably would have been smart to grab this before we left, but
Yeah, sometimes action's the best choice. He got a little bit further than we could have thought.
Alpha starts driving.
Tiller seems to just like let out a long exhale of like condensated breath, and then just looks. Any leads on where the bastard went?
Further that way. Elisar is going to point off to the east.
Encore clings to the hood.
Brilliant, wonderful, excellent.
Couldn't have grabbed one of the bigger ones.
If you're going through King's Pass, you're not going to be able to make it with one of the bigger ones.
Well, we're not all gonna make it, period. Not on that thing.
It has enough space.
Don't worry, Corporal. We saved the middle seat just for you.
Yeah, Bliss hops in the back.
Come on, get in.
Who's driving?
When I drive, I'm probably combat driven. So
Military driver's license.
Yeah.
I can drive. I've never been here. If you've
Bliss
had-
also, works here and probably has driven this before.
Bliss does raise 2 fingers in the back.
That is a valid point.
Bliss, do you want shotgun? Do you want to be up here then?
Sure.
We do a little hustle. Camila just shakes her head.
Let me see. I'm going to stick my head out of the sunroof on this thing.
Alright, I guess I'm driving then.
Notably, as compared to like a dune buggy, this does have a fully insulated like glass windows on all sides. Shield you from the wind and all of that. While you are in this vehicle, you will not take additional frostbite damage from traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Dr. Tiller just kind of waves, puts her hands in her pockets, starts walking back.
Dr. Tiller, you gonna be okay walking back in the night?
Oh yes, I'll be fine.
Alright, if you... have a safe trip.
I walked this path before.
Just a sudden thought on my end. If you've got a way to check in on anything going on at the landing place, I'd suggest checking up on that.
The airstrip?
Yeah, just in case.
Yes, noted. Yeah, Larry. You rub your eyes. That's strange. I mean, I guess she just drove over in the car, but she's just wearing her lab coat. She doesn't seem to be geared up to be walking through the snow. She has her hands in her pockets. Walking back.
Very well. Well, stay safe and stay warm now, Doctor. We'll be back in a jiffy.
She nods her head, gives like a 2-finger wave. And for reference, it's like -50.
She reminds me of an old colleague. I am also just as worried for her.
Anyway, let's get this baby moving.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Vroom vroom.
All right. So we're gonna take this thing down through King's Pass.
Yeah.
There's no road
Yes.
there. At least, no safe one. But,
Is there a road back to King's Pass, back where we were from?
If you go back up the road there and then hang a right, go away from me. So
Alright.
Oh, I'm so
I
glad.
love Roll20 so much.
Roll20 vehicles are so funny.
Let's go.
And in the snow buggy, you head off. You now have a player icon. You are currently right here.
Okay.
For the time being, and as outlined by Bliss, you are heading towards King's Pass.
Just like us.
The resemblance is uncanny.
We decided we're not gonna have anybody die on the first night, so that sounds like a good idea.
We're trying to make sure no one dies on the first night.
We're going to.
Be at half health with like 2 or 3 different debuffs.
We're still able to follow the same trail that we were following before, correct?
Yes, with Elisar's ability, it is manageable.
I don't know what your stand does, but it's awesome.
Don't worry about it.
Essentially, the footprints will be very visible in a small area around the snow buggy. As you come down the road, you see there is a point at which the well-traveled path kind of peters off into more of a just like generally open snowy area. You can see tire tracks leading down, but it is less upkept and clearly less traveled.
What's the terrain like?
Valley-like. You seem to be going down a passage in between 2 smaller hills.
Okay.
Either side are sheer cliffs,
Okay.
and it seems the wind blows quite harshly through here. The valleys and inlets making perfect divots for the sub-zero temperatures to rampage through.
Oh yeah, am I glad that we're in here.
yeah, don't forget though, he's out there.
Why the hell is
And he's the pilot.
driving this man to go this far?
I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
did too.
I'm happy that he's the corporal.
Lucy likes reading and long travel. Lucy will take a look at the document.
Oh, just like while you're traveling in the buggy.
Mhm.
Totally fair. This thing's going at a relatively slow speed. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess I could just show them to you.
Yo.
Yo,
Word-
documents. Look
Words
at
and
this.
paper.
Words and paper.
Down there.
They have to underline special transports just to be ominous.
I mean, they wouldn't be special if they weren't underlined.
Unimportant transports. Do you prefer?
Ordinary transports only gets italicized.
What are you looking at there, Lucy?
Lucy shows that Num can also read. It appears to be some agreement between. I'm guessing it's something with what Encore saw downstairs. He mentioned going on a ride, but I wasn't really sure. We didn't take a look ourselves. I'm looking at these names, and I feel like we should at least ask about them whenever we get back with Dr. Tiller. Because whatever's happening might possibly have to do with the structural damage to the local environment. Who knows, maybe even frostbitten may be a natural response. Honestly, with our research, I wouldn't be surprised if they were literally the stand of Antarctica.
Do you think such a thing is possible?
Well, there's a lot to think over.
How is it possible for a place to have a stand?
Oh, well, I've been at a few places that seem to have some sort of natural phenomena going on with them. Or supernatural phenomena, I should say. It doesn't make sense for the scale, because usually it's isolated areas, usually those that carry some sort of cultural following throughout history.
Doesn't get much more isolated than a continent separated by an entire ocean.
See, that's the fun part.
Every other continent.
Usually the first lead we go to look for something is history, folk tales, stories. But Antarctica itself is not... There's not any fables. There's nothing to build off of. It's been a barren icescape for centuries, millennias.
If there was a person behind the stand, normally a lot of people know one thing causing a stand to come into existence. Like Lucy's saying with Antarctica, there wouldn't be any people to know the thing. So it would have to be vastly different if it were to be in the stand of this place.
Hmm.
And I've been giving it a little bit of thought myself. One of the factors with stands and stand users that's always fascinated me was the sort of subliminal attraction that one stand user has to another. I'm wondering if it was because of our arrival and our connection to the fifth that all stands reside in might be bringing these beasties out of whatever hibernation they were in.
That's a very good point, Elisar, because the attacks haven't been that extreme until you four showed up. Nothing in the generator room was serious business. So yeah.
I hope it wasn't us. That would make me feel quite terrible.
I wouldn't feel bad about it.
Well, there were already stand users here before, so... Anyone else hear that?
Hey, here, what exactly, Corporal?
Thought I heard something. Yeah, it was probably the wind battering the side of the cage. Anyway.
Yeah, so if we just take this thing down that way, we should be able to get down onto the ice floes. You're gonna have to navigate through some tight passageways, but nothing you couldn't be able to handle, Corporal.
Yes. Just keep it slow and steady, but also hurry up.
We do have a bleeding man out there.
I don't believe that's very helpful.
Probably freezing.
At a pace that suits you, Larry. No rush.
Cross the bridge, I assume.
Is it safe?
I mean, it was constructed specifically to accommodate light vehicles, so yeah, it's safe.
Oh, okay.
I was hoping we would jump it.
Actually, there appears to be some rocks up ahead.
Boom, 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 boom. You know, the bridge bows a little bit as you pass, but otherwise holds your weight.
Radical Canyon.
Which way did the prince go?
Down.
Yeah, I was just gonna point. It's right around that way. It seems like he took a tour off the regular path right about here.
Wonder.
I assume right?
From here where the footprints go,
Yeah.
they go left. Stage
Okay.
left.
Okay, gotcha.
Hour left. Which hour?
Hey, Larry, which ear is yours that's working?
All
Out of
right.
curiosity.
That would be.
Just
Oh,
which
my
side of the
right ear is
vehicle?
the working one. My left ear is not.
Okay, so Elisar and Lucy, I would like a brains roll from both of you.
Sure thing.
Escalation Elisar.
+/-1 from frostbite.
Escalation
Woo.
again, Elisar.
Mamma mia.
Mamma mia, indeed.
Oh my god, here we go again. My.
Die.
Lucy, you're looking around and you start to hear something. Just kind of the slow. You think at first it's the car's motor, but you notice the rhythm is different. If the motor of the car is going on a 2/4, this is going on a 3/4. So they kind of come together and then break apart again. And that's strange. Elisar, you notice Lucy sort of looking around like he's heard something. And just throughout sheer happenstance, as part of the cliff just flips over, revealing another footprint, you look down off the edge of the cliff, right about here. You do very vaguely see something moving in the darkness.
Hello there. Good morning.
A large something.
Awesome.
Oh
Just
boy.
gently floating along.
What gyroscope is this?
Very gently floating this way. It's some sort of procession, almost, you would call it, of frostbitten moving in unison.
Lucy's gonna grab the attention of Seiko and Bliss. Larry's looking at the road, so hopefully Larry. That's massive.
What the hell is that?
What is that?
Alright, everybody. Steel yourselves. We knew that there were going to be mass amounts of frostbitten out here. We shouldn't let these risks deter us from trying to rescue Murphy.
We need to grab him and get out before anything spots us. So far, they've appeared animal-like in nature. Hopefully, their senses are the same.
Well, if their senses are the same, well, they've already probably detected our presence here.
Taking a look, they're all moving in unison, going towards that direction. Do they appear like uniform, or are they still like their own entities, like moving separately?
You do see, Lucy, these are new for you. You see like 3 wolf-like entities just padding along. Above, there are circling birds like before, and there is that thing just sort of hovering above the snow. It almost seems like they're matching its pace.
Fascinating.
Okay.
Larry, we should keep moving.
Yeah, so let's get off this cliff.
Just going slow. Trying not to go off a cliff.
Let's
Just
get off this cliff the safe way.
Just off basic map knowledge, is there anything in like particularly off in this direction that we have been told about that we know of?
Give me a brains roll. You don't remember anything man-made being mentioned in that direction. If there is something, it's not part of Isotiller.
Lucy's gonna make a mental note of the direction. Whatever these things are, I don't like how uniform they are.
Yeah,
Almost,
frighteningly intelligent.
almost militaristic-like.
I didn't think much of it at first, but once he pointed it out, yeah.
They're definitely well organized. There has to be some kind of intelligence behind them.
There is a silver lining to this cloud, however. If they were scattered, we'd run a higher risk of running into them.
That's very true. I wonder if it's like some kind of hierarchy system.
Up or down?
The footprints go down, and Bliss is just gonna say,
I'm also worried that if they are going somewhere, why?
Yeah, you'd probably... You'd imagine that their attention would be on us with this loud vehicle and all, but...
It's almost like they don't really care.
Something else that kind of worries me is that with them being a unit like that, heading in a singular direction, what's saying that there's not others conglomerating there
Or others coming along
Like-
the path.
and amassing?
Ugh. I hope not.
Oh, it looks like they're coming from... It looks like they're coming from the direction we're going.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Where do they lead?
Yeah, at this point, where did the footprints go?
they seem to peter off that way.
That's not the other way. Hate to see Murph in the middle of that.
Yes, I'm glad that we're going the opposite direction of that group. Although we might want to try to keep in mind, keep in our memory, the direction that group is going.
I've already got that written down. I'm gonna take a look at it later.
Here we are.
Alright. So you've reached the end of King's Pass. You are coming upon the fog floor.
All right. So is it south from here?
West.
Huh.
As you come down the end of King's Pass, you reach what seems to be an open, sort of flat section of ice. And the footprints up in that direction.
Okay.
Alright. I guess we keep driving?
Yeah. I have an idea though. If we were to completely shut off all lights, how would our visibility be?
It would make your visibility much worse, but you would blend in decently well with the environment, especially because, one, it's night, two, there is a blizzard raging.
I'd rather be able to see what's coming.
I would also like Larry to be able to see, I'll be honest.
As a driver, I am saying no. This is a hard thing. I am not driving
Perhaps if
fucking
something
blind.
catches us,
That is not happening.
we can blend in later, but for now, we would like to at least see the oncoming horror we're going to be hitting.
Yeah, very well.
Not a bad idea, though.
Okay. So as you continue to follow the footprints, I would like someone to roll me a D100, please.
Who's feeling like who feels like they have the best RNG right now?
I nominate Mikey.
I'm healing Duncan.
Huh? Oh, okay. Yeah, gotcha. It's like, that
Duncan,
is
heal
not
7.
at all what I asked for, but sure.
Sure, I'll do the D100.
Gotcha.
Duncan heals 7. I reject your option and I substitute my own.
I'm fucking healing Doug. I'm
On
healing
down
one
with
person
Mikey, can't believe.
after this. Anyway.
Champion of my own destiny.
Okay. 86.
We have 2 people on health. I'm healing one of
That's
them.
so close to a Papa check.
Wow. Yeah, okay.
Papa check.
You're really lucky as it happens.
Whoop.
We find Murphy immediately.
No
So
ancient white
as you
dragon
keep
for us.
going, right about here, Lucy, out the left-hand side of the vehicle, you've been traveling for about 1 kilometer out in the flats. You've seen pretty much nothing. It's flat ice, blizzard, snow, snowdrifts, and the crunching of ice under your tires. Over to the left, out the side of the buggy, you see what looks like a building. It's a squarish shape, silhouetted. It's very hard to make out in the blizzard, but there's something here.
Curious.
Where's curious? What do you say?
Bliss, any knowledge of what that might be? As Lucy pointed out.
Ah, are those the ice labs?
Let me take a look. We shouldn't be far enough to be near the ice labs. Oh. From my knowledge, that should be the, I think that's one of the entrances to the underground shuttle loop.
So
Wait,
there's
don't we have like a construction paper thing about that?
Are you saying that this is on the other side of the tunnels that were back at the backup power station?
Yeah, the ones that collapsed. We had 3 exits constructed in different places of study, so pretty sure that's the one for the flats, which is where we are right now.
superimpose the flats. Exterior wide shot.
Do you like my little map markers? I'm having so much fun making these.
This is great.
Very nice.
Great. Huh. Does the footprints look like they're heading that direction?
No.
Well,
That
if we have to
should
come
be-
by here again, it might be a good place for us to retreat for a little bit to grab our bearings if we're being pursued.
Currently, we're here for an indefinite amount of time until we figure out what's going on, so maybe we should go talk to somebody about that later. Maybe if it is a shuttle.
We got a man rescue, and I'd rather take a nap afterwards.
That does sound lovely. Figuring out the shuttle might be a priority later on for just ease of travel.
Especially if we can keep the frostbitten out of it.
We can do that, it would get us down here a lot quicker. Wouldn't have to go past whatever the fuck that was in King's Pass.
Maybe that's what Encore was talking about. The roller coaster? Yeah.
You're going to give him so much hope. It's not going to be a roller coaster, Encore. It's a straight shot.
Speed.
Very well.
Just keep driving.
Yeah. Yeah, we can come back later.
Let's go save a pilot.
Let's go save the pilot.
As you continue past the halfway point, I need one more D100.
We.
You've been traveling for about an hour at this point.
Yo,
Hey.
meaning of life.
I got the answer to the universe.
Ooh, you sure
Let's
did.
go. Ancient white dragon.
Stop rooting for an ancient white dragon, you shit.
I know what I'm about.
As you continue out through the flats, Larry, you spot movement up ahead of you.
We got movement. Something's up ahead.
Those are new to me. Are these the ones that you were talking about before? I mean,
A whole pack of them.
They're coming towards us. See if we can swing a right. Try to avoid them.
or we can test their durability.
Not a
As
good time to
Encore.
be testing durability when there's a man suffering from hypothermia.
They're pretty
somewhere out
tough, but take a few shots.
But the shortest distance is a straight direction.
there. Alright, let's not do anything rash now.
I'm
at
betting
that.
I could try to outrun them.
They're making something weird.
Bliss points forward, and Larry, you would see these front 3. 1 runs up to the front, 2 run on either side. The 2 pulling their tails back, almost like archers would pull back bows.
Alright, they can shoot those. Shit,
Go,
cover!
I think we should get this thing moving.
Just a quick question, where do the tracks go?
Basically, right through them.
There's seatbelts on this thing, right?
Yeah, strapped
Yeah.
in. Just hit it.
I got it.
All right.
Num is going to hold on to Encore, as Encore is going to stand up as we're going.
Okay.
In.
Are you driving through them?
Are we driving through them?
Made of actual ice. I tested this earlier.
Are we driving through them? Okay.
I would like to roll car.
Okay. Never mind.
man.
Roll 3
Mad
d6 for car.
Hey,
Mad
hey,
Max
Tali, before you roll, Encore's gonna touch the car.
Excellent. Excellent. Excellent.
What is car? I don't remember. Is it 3d8?
I'm giving you 3d6 for car plus an encore bonus.
That'd be a 5.
You fucking gun it towards these ice wolves, straight at them as they're pulling their tails back, and they flick. Pew! The front of the car is hit by shattering, tinkling sounds as ice spike after ice spike rails into the thing. And you drive right fucking over them. The one at the front sort of dives out of the way, trying to get away from it in time. The other two aren't as lucky as they are crushed under the tires of the buggy. All 3 of them take 3 damage.
I'm picking.
The car seems to have withstood the attack. And you're still going.
That's my favorite part.
Keep going.
Alright.
Doesn't look like they're only partly made out of ice. Also looks like they can form weapons out of it too.
I'm gonna say you're mostly correct. They are forming weapons out of ice. Dropping the bizarre field down to 1.
I'm ducking.
Fair.
Praise for him back.
Lucy is going to take out his steel ball just in case.
Lissa's gonna hold up his hands. A Roman numeral appear in the air. Roman numeral 2.
Oh.
It is then going to onto the front of the car. I have applied something to your roll.
Bliss, get your friendly bizarre field.
Yeah, he's got a friendly bizarre field. He sure do. He got a 2. And then these 3. And by these 3, I mean these 3. The ones that no one saw that are jumping on top of the car.
Numb and Encore are going to wait for them to get close, and they're going to preparing to stand rush them.
Okay. Escalation for Numb.
Oh no, Numb. Ooh,
Oh,
Numb.
fuck! Escalation again for Numb?
No!
Oh, fuck!
I believe in you, Numb. Is it?
Again.
Escalation again.
Oh my god.
Okay, we're gonna blow
I was gonna ask.
Starfield on this. I'm
3 times? Oh my god.
Yeah! Kill him, girl!
Okay, Numb, what are you doing to this guy?
As the ice wolf is coming down, I'm assuming that they're trying to jump on the car.
They're jumping on the car from above.
Encore and the other one are currently clashing. Numb, on the other hand, open palm striking. Clash, 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 clash. Almost in unison, almost very quick Tai Chi movements. Then, as the ice wolf comes down to try and bite, Numb goes for the mouth, uses her ability on the mouth, and then just, sorry, and just rip head sideways 90 degrees.
Oh my god, okay.
Just what a triple escalation.
Yeah! Look at her go! I love her!
You full on rip and tear this thing's head off. It falls to the side and shatters into a million pieces from the speed of the buggy.
Lucy looks at Numb. Jesus, Numb.
I figured we're in a rush.
Yeah, you're right. Good work.
Encore, the other one, you catch it in the jaw, you deal 4 damage to it. And the third one, boom, lands on top of the buggy. And then something happens. You guys hear like a sound? It's in the buggy. It falls down through the roof of the buggy. It is now in the buggy with you.
Oh no!
I need initiative, everyone.
We got a -1 on initiative too from exhaustion.
Unfortunately, yes.
Fuck me. There's other people in the car who can fight. Lucy can fight. Psycho can throw a punch. Bliss can do a thing. There's now 3 behind us.
Yes.
I don't feel like being surrounded. I think I'm just gonna keep driving. I think I'm just gonna fucking book it.
Okay.
We're taking this one with us, guys.
Floor it, Larry.
Like, take care of that.
Someone rolled down one of the windows.
You notice as Larry's getting closer, Bliss just snaps his fingers and there's like a gust of speed and the car picks up and just goes faster.
Fuck me.
The one in front is going to, like, using the icicle spikes that are on it, flicking them in an attempt to hit your tires.
I would like to do something really fucking crazy.
Okay.
Seeing this thing getting ready to shoot, I would like to lean far out the side of the buggy, right? And fling one of my coins at it, and right before the coin reaches it, have the coin turn into a cat to hit him in the face to knock him off, to knock his aim off.
That's a friendly bizarre field thing, I think.
Yeah, I think you would have to spend a bizarre field point to do that. This is Larry's action.
I will do so gladly.
Okay.
See if you can set one of your feline friends towards them. Maybe you could do that thing that you do where you slightly manipulate their luck.
I think that. What do you think, Tali?
I think that counts. What do you think?
Oh, I think it's pretty spot on.
Yeah. All right, so Seiko, you get an entire turn right here. Just
Would shooting the coin count as launching a D2? Can I call the coin a die?
Oh, what does that give you?
It'll give me a +1, which will balance out my anxiety.
Sure.
Alright, this gonna be a straight precision then.
Stupid, but sure. Okay. So Rolling Gold just in the face of this thing, kind of like scratching at its eyes. When it pulls back its tail and flicks, it misses its target. It does not hit the tires. It does, however, puncture the front of the car. And because you still technically lost that roll, Bliss and Larry are both going to take 2 damage and 1 stack of frostbite.
Are you guys alright?
Ugh. God, that's cold.
I'm gonna reach down to the wheel well and charge a spin into the wheel.
Yeah, you're going to need to roll to find the ratio in the wheel, but yes. So that'll be a brains roll versus the universe. And keep in mind, you have that -1 because of the exhaustion.
Yes.
The universe rolled Megadeth.
The universe wants you to lose a finger. Okay, so you reach down, you touch it, you imbue spin into it, and the spin lashes back at you. You must not have found the direct center because, ow, that fucking hurts! You take 4 points of damage from your finger rubbing on a tire.
Fuck you!
Ow, my bones.
I am at a quarter health right now.
Yep.
Imagine dying trying to find the
I'm going to die before my stand song even
She
gets
literally
to play, I
touched
swear
a
to God.
tire.
This is true. I'm not gonna.
Joining them on the roof is a man.
Oh, excellent. Him.
all the stands just get on the foot of the car.
And he's got a gun. He can't shoot it. Wait a minute. Yes, he can. I'm spending a resolve to take a second action.
Oh, fuck yeah. Let's go.
And I'm going to try to shoot the wolf that just tried to shoot at us in the face past the cat.
Okay.
I assume that's precision because
Yes.
fuck.
Unfortunately, because Soldier has just summoned, its aim is a little off in the blizzard. Pox a little bit of a mark in the ground right next to it.
It's gonna get bumpy.
Yeah, hold on. Seiko and Lucy, you see as these 3 spend their actions to dash up and follow behind you guys. You are being tailed. They're keeping pace with the buggy, but it doesn't seem like they're going to be able to outrun it. They're just able to keep up with you, barely. However, the one that is currently inside of the buggy...
Oh fuck, I forgot about that.
The dog in your lap.
And there's someone already leaning out.
Yeah, that one is going to open its gnashing maw. You see bright red, glowing, writhing. What the fuck is that? And it's gonna bite you, Seiko.
Oh fuck! Rolling girl the punch.
Okay, that's an escalation.
Okay.
Oh, fucking hell. Rolling girl punch. The punch collides with the teeth, shattering a bit of the ice and knocking its maw away from your face, Seiko. Lucy, it lands sprawled in your lap. Unfortunately, the sharp ice cuts your hand. When you punch it, you take 2 damage. You lost by 1 on an escalation, you take 2. And unfortunately, 1 point of frostbite as well. The one here runs around and is going to leap up kind of towards the door at Bliss. Bliss is gonna open the door and smash it with the door.
Nice.
Did you just parry that dog with the door?
I don't know if he
Car
parried the
door.
dog.
Oh no!
Don't parry
He's
the
got
car.
one bronze
Parry the
banana.
dog with the car door.
He's
It's like-
really that strong.
Oh, you want to rip apart my tender flesh? Let me just get the door for you, buddy.
Oh, Bliss, it rolled max.
Oh, goody!
Fucking hell! Okay, so rather than smash the door in its face, he most definitely does just open the door for it, and it chomps right down on his arm, holding in with a death grip. He takes 8.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck me.
How we die.
This is going really bad, guys.
It's going really bad, guys.
Bliss, and inside Bliss's mind, I should have kept selling ice cream.
Why didn't I just stay in Australia?
Don't worry, he's also got one resolve.
This guy runs here, and Numb, the one that is encountering you, is going to take a bite at you.
Encore?
Yeah, Encore, that's what I meant.
Hold the teeth back and try and pry open the face.
Okay.
No, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you.
Oh, fuck yeah, okay, you do win! Thank goodness!
Okay.
You won by 1! As you hear a little bit of a... As you start to pull its mouth open, it takes 1 damage, and it again lets out just kind of a... Like, you see, Encore, something akin to a tongue flick? It doesn't entirely look like a tongue, it's more so just like a strand of red. It flicks at the roof of its mouth, and you hear a very anguished, just like, dung, 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 dung type sound.
Oh, that's nasty.
Seiko.
Well, there was one right next to me needs to be fucking dealt with, so Rolling Girl's gonna keep up the punch.
Okay.
I palm a coin, I pat Lucy on the shoulder, and as I lift my hand away, a cat pokes out from underneath my hand. It's very cute.
Oh, look, there's a cat on your shoulder. Oh, look, there's a fist in your lap. Bam! You smash the dog's cranium down even further. It takes 2 damage.
Oh, you're a lot more pleasant.
Lucy, you feel a little bit of a shockwave through your thighs as the dog is punched into you.
Careful. There's a dog in my lap and there's a dog on Encore. Encore is going to try and continue pulling apart the jaw of this one.
Okay. It starts to crack and break, and you full on take its jaw off.
He looks at the jaw. I'm not putting that in my mouth. He throws it to the side. No souvenirs this time. And I would like to make a monologue.
Yeah, sure.
Lucy, trying to fight off this dog. That noise earlier, that I've heard that before. Isn't that like the noise that like when ice condenses and uncondenses under like heat and pressure? Does it have to do something with channeling its ability through that sound?
I think you're close enough to correct for me to let you have it. Bliss is just gonna go, yeah, no, wait, I've had that too. But kind of when I accidentally, like, dropped a pencil down an ice core hole? Something about its ability is reverberating inside of it, making that noise. I think you're right. And then you hear over your communicators a very tired girl.
I'm slightly shaken.
Slightly
Really
shaking.
great timing.
Yeah, are you okay? I'm getting some
No.
weird scouter information here.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Ran into a pack of the wolves.
Well, I got some info that might help you with them. Whoa, you're not gonna like it. Alright. Frostbitten Flurry class. Designation, where the wild things are. As previously hypothesized, where the wild things are act very similarly to how a pack of coyotes or wolves or dogs hunt. The more of them there are, the stronger their attacks get. They also seem to have a sense of where living things are, even if they're behind walls, or, in your case, a car. Also, you see those long spiky tails that they have? They seem to carry around hardened ice that they form by dipping their tails into oceans or lakes. They can't form it individually, but the water freezes, becoming long shards of ice which they can hurl at you like projectiles. It also seems that if they're able to dislodge all of the ice, they'll be able to move faster. Way, way faster. I don't know why, but whenever they land an attack, it seems to be slowing you guys down. Like it's cooling off your blood way too much. I don't have the data to tell you why that's happening yet, but try not to get hit.
They are.
By the wild.
Oh, and one last thing, Millie. We saw one of them phase through the roof of our vehicle. Do you know what's happening there?
No clue! That's the first time I've seen that!
This might not be a traditional frostbitten.
It could also be something else at play here. Maybe some other class of frostbitten that we haven't seen yet.
Wonderful. I'm going to charge spin.
Okay.
If they're trying to lower our body temperatures, well, I guess then we're going to have to raise theirs in return. Alistar's going to take out the hot kettle that he's been hiding. Fuck yeah.
I'd like to take a free action to initiate beast mode, Tali.
Okay!
And I'm going to use this hot kettle. I'm going to charge the one that's latched onto Bliss's arm. I'm going to hold the kettle up to it to try to scare it off.
Okay. Just like a little bit of the water just splashes onto its face, and you notice again it lets out one of those toom, 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 and just immediately lets go of Bliss's arm. Kicks off. And Bliss just like holds his arm, blood dripping down his lab coat, and looks at you.
Thanks. Look at that. What the fuck?
Oh look, he's gone native.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that is my turn.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good.
Close the damn door.
Yeah, he's gonna do that. I'm gonna have him try and scrounge around for scrap to make bandages, honestly. And I'm gonna heal him. Glove box OP as he wraps up his arm, and he's just like,
oh. Always keep bandages in the buggies. Not used for wolves normally, though.
Since I'm not trying to run over anyone, can I just use my movement to keep driving?
yeah,
Alright, so I'm gonna do that. Just gun it. Keep running it.
we gun it.
We're going.
There's also one still in here.
We'll take it with us anyway.
Okay.
Nodding to Encore up top. Soldier's gonna hop over to the back with his gun, and he's gonna start the closest guy. He's gonna try to shoot at them in a way that it won't actually break like their ice off, like aiming for like their legs and stuff, so they can't lose ice to gain speed.
Yeah.
It's in my lap.
You are able to hit more of its vitals, dealing 4 damage.
Did you guys back there handle it, or do you need some help?
With this impending horror on my lap, I'd rather fight it than somebody shoot there.
The screaming
wait.
penguin in the buggy is killing me!
Tali, I have a dog-related flaw.
Yeah, you do.
Oh no,
Oh
you.
no.
Oh yeah.
They're just like the dog that chased me.
That's wonderful, Seiko.
It doesn't like heat, huh? Larry reaches into his pocket while driving, pulls out a lighter, and tosses it at Psycho.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Psycho catch it.
You got a lighter, Seiko. Running through the snow and ice, these two get quite close. You see the other 4 are not far away in the distance trotting along. One of them spends both its action and its secondary action to shake off all of the ice from its tail. It is further back.
Which one? Ah, that one. That's gonna be enough.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot,
While
buddy.
it is currently further back, it won't be further back for long.
But at the same time, I'm betting its durability probably just dropped.
Something like that.
I'm tempted just to snipe at it next.
Lucy, the one in your lap is going to whip its tail like a mace towards your head.
Not the face.
Going to take the steel ball in his hand and is going to throw it across the dog to where it's going to kind of like a basketball on a hoop, just kind of like spin across the tail as it's being whipped to try and make it go into the ceiling instead.
Ooh, okay. You are able to deflect the majority of the ice shards that are flung at you. You take 2 damage, and when the ice pierces into you, it's frigid cold. You're gonna take another point of frostbite. And the other one that's on fighting Encore,
Without a jaw.
does not have a jaw, does have a lot of ice, so it's going to resolve rush to fire all 3 icicles directly at Encore.
Oh, lovely. Encore with this thing still hanging on his fist, where he was trying to pull it across, is just going to just kind of toss it into this cliff over here.
Okay.
Ew.
There's my roll.
Oh no. Go Encore.
So fun thing about oh, he did so well.
Wait, does your cat technically count?
Huh?
Lucy has the cat.
Lucy does have the
Oh,
cat.
yeah.
Oh fuck.
Does that explode or does it only work for Lucy?
It only works once, so yeah. The cat would poof if you want to use it.
Yeah, this is fun.
Fuck yeah. I can't believe you beat my resolve rush. Jesus Christ.
Show them your might.
Encore just ew, and just throws it into the wall.
Comedic T-posed legs and arms flying off. Oh my god. It really thought. Actually, no, Buzz is gonna just be like,
Damn, he really thought.
that is their turn.
Knock that guy to the next week.
So
Oh my
you
god.
Alright. Okay. What's going on in this cluster?
There's a dog on Lucy's lap. And not the fun kind.
Alrighty, dog's the fun kind for Psycho. Anyway.
There.
Can I light the lighter? Just use that to alleviate my anxiety. To comfort in the flame,
Yeah.
so to speak. I would like to have Rolling Girl uppercut the dog on Lucy's lap and just kind of send it flying off the cart.
Okay, that would send it through the roof.
Please don't. I don't want to lose a roof.
So give me a power roll. Oh, you got this! You uppercut it, and it smashes into the top of the roof, just kind of making a dent in the top of the buggy, honestly. It takes 6. It has 4, in case you can't see.
I cannot.
Wily
There's
Coyote
plus
right
or
there.
shit. I cannot see now.
There's a lot of shit going on. Totally fair.
Wait, no, there's a -2 on that. It has 6 health.
Oh, you're right.
Can I attempt to move to a different part of the buggy to put something between me and the fucker?
Yes, you can. You'd have to crawl over a bunch of people, but you have movement.
Could I be risky and climb on top of the buggy?
Yes.
We are speeding and I am not
You'd have
stopping.
to climb out of the window and make a bronze roll, but yes, you would get your risk-taking bonus for that.
This character rewards me for being stupid.
Okay.
Badass.
This is for
honestly.
wind. Okay. Yeah, you 3 notice Seiko climb out the window and onto the roof.
Alright.
Moose is gonna back away from this thing because literally everybody is just shooting at his lap. This poor man.
Poor man just keeps getting shot.
All of you are monsters.
Are you just gonna kick the dog off your lap into Psycho's empty spot?
Good idea. He's gonna charge a spin real quick and is going to just lob it lightly towards his foot. He's gonna hacky sack it straight into its face.
Okay.
Get bonked.
Oh.
Die.
So this is a spin object. As the spin transfers into it, just icicles pew, 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 bouncing all around inside of the buggy as you turn it into a small hailstorm of ice.
I think I'm done with snow cones for the rest of my life.
Yeah, it really puts a sour mood on it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
LSR scratches the cushions.
Are you okay, man?
I know that.
What? Okay, I have a question. Why is she on the roof? Melissa rolls down the window. Are you okay?
I am now! Keep that fucking furball away from me!
There are more of them out there than in here at this point.
Oh, she's fucking nuts. Let's close the window back up.
Num is gonna flip up on top and just grab a hold of Seiko to steady her.
There you go. If we work together, we'll be good.
You would see Seiko like reaching into her dice bag and she's fishing around.
This is amazing.
This is incredible.
This is a wonderful horror game, Taliyah.
Shut the fuck up. Alright, LSR. Hey man, it's good, it's good.
Angry penguin.
LSR drops the kettle.
Just in the car?
Yeah, just drops it.
Okay. Boiling hot water goes all over the floor of the car.
I had my turn.
Yeah, fair. Bliss is just gonna pull his legs up on top of the seat to avoid the now splash of boiling hot water. Larry.
Keep driving, buddy.
Alright, you zoom.
And I'm gonna do a thing with as I start driving with Soldier, drop down onto the back, like so he's like hanging with one hand, and he's gonna put his ski on the ground and create a giant snowdrift trail behind us.
Excellent. Okay. And I will say at this point, because of the movement speed differentials, they cannot catch up to you.
Even the one that shook off.
And the one that shook off. Because of your snow, that's enough to slow them down. Drive off.
Alright, someone get LSR back away.
Where am I?
Question. Did you drop your effect letting us see the footprints around us while you were feral?
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
Oh, great. So I have no idea where we're going. Here's for Bliss.
Oh, thank you, my good man.
And here's for Psycho.
What's
Tip for that now.
Oh my god,
What's going on? Did we...
Oh, no, that's a mod for both of those.
Oh my god.
I think I'm just fully healed at this point.
That feels so. That's really good. Thank you.
Yeah.
I swing my legs back through the window and land back in my seat.
LSR, can you do the thing to see if we're anywhere near the footprints? Because we had to gun it for a while there.
Where are we right now? Did we find Murphy yet?
No.
Oh, you kind of went a little bit
found wolves.
cuckoo there, man.
Hang on. That happens sometimes when my blood pressure gets too high. Hang on.
Blood pressure. It's blood pressure, he says. It's fucking
Okay, Tali,
blood
I'm going
pressure.
to try to do the same thing. I'm going to try to desperately get back on track with the footprints.
Okay.
Going to basically, you see like the snow in front and all around the buggy is going to kind of like fold outwards, kind of like laundry do, as he like shuffles through each layer like a deck of cards, essentially looking for the footprints. Okay, you want precision?
I do want a precision, yes. Escalation.
Woo! Come at me, universe.
You scan around on the edge, looking for tracks. But despite your searching, you seem to have gone too far off track.
It's just... They're not here. Corporal, what happened? Did you turn? Did you take a turn anywhere? Did you swerve?
We gunned it through a pack of wolves. It's probably that he turned somewhere around back there.
Why'd we do that?
Because it was an entire pack of wolves, and I'd rather not get them trash the buggy.
If we've got to turn around, if we just follow the tire tracks backwards, we should be able to go back
There's
to where
a
the
pack
footprints,
of
wherever the
wolves
divergence
back
was.
there. Are you crazy?
We're going to have to go back through them eventually. What, do you just want to turn around now? Because
No,
they're going to be
no,
taking us in the same direction.
I'm just saying we shouldn't go directly back. Back, sure, but not right back.
I mean, we could. We know they're there now. We could go in guns blazing. Literally.
We could clear them out. Did you get a head count? I wasn't able to tell how many there were.
There's at least 5, maybe 6 more back there.
Listen, I know this might sound difficult, but we have to keep pursuing Murphy. If it were any of us out there stranded right now, think about that. What if you were stranded? What would you want us to do?
Yeah, no, I agree that we gotta keep going. Sorry, I think the
Are we going in guns blazing?
stress of battle really got to me a little bit there.
It's okay. You just have to keep our heads on our shoulders this time around.
I suppose that was a really bad time to say that I don't like dogs.
Little late for that, lady. Oh, an encore?
Yeah.
You see when the driver's side window rolled down and the butt of a shotgun come out? Give him hell. I give Encore my shotgun.
Oh my god.
You know, like how the Tusken Raiders in Star Wars just hold it above their head. Yeah.
Don't flip it off that setting.
Now,
Otherwise, you'll have a range of diddly squat.
no matter the situation, I don't appreciate unnecessary violence, but for the sake of one of our cohorts, I'll condone it this time around.
Okay, let me help with that then. Encore, come up here.
Encore skitters over. Yeah.
He kind of just like blows out a small breath. And you notice a Roman numeral glowing, kind of floating in his hand. Roman numeral 7.
Do you want my help?
I don't know if our relationship's at that point exactly, but sure.
Want your gun to shoot harder,
Yes.
right?
He taps the side of the barrel of the gun, and boom, the Roman numeral 7 appears on the side of the barrel.
Yeah, odd numbers.
Okay. Let's give him hell.
Hey, Tali.
Hmm?
One last thing real quick. Can you roll Universe? I'm gonna check to see if Elisar notices the Kittle spill.
Yeah.
Our universe
Yes.
is nice.
Yes, you do.
Oh, good heavens! What did? Oh, I hope there's still some left in here.
You gather up what's left. It's all but lost its heat at this point.
I've lasted already.
And ahead, you're able to spot. Remember that one that shook off all of its ice?
Mm-hmm.
You can see it running, sleeking through snow and ice just immensely quickly. Just hop, 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 hop towards you.
Well, a few of them have appeared to have shaken off their eyes. That means they're gonna be staggered coming towards us.
They're all still gonna be faster than last time. Stay on your guard.
Really fast.
Gun them down. Elisar, just keep an eye out for seeing if we can find the tracks.
Yes.
And I'm gonna try to kneecap them.
We passed by some sort of ice lake back when they jumped on the car. Maybe Murphy changed direction somewhere around there.
Yes, you should probably be focused on figuring out what direction he went so that we can maybe disengage once again.
That's what I just said.
Soldier goes blam, knocking off. It's more lithe, more thin. It's more the difference between like a mangy coyote versus like a well-fed lion is about what I would describe.
Huh.
It's much thinner. So you knock into its side, and no ice shatters off, but it does sort of roll a little bit on the ground.
It's gormless.
Trailing behind it some sort of blood, and then slowly gets back up, and looks like it's gonna keep running towards you all.
Your turn, Encore.
Encore, of course, by trademark, has to aim this with one hand.
Alright, so again, leap, 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 maw open, diving right for your shotgun as it chomps down on the barrel, ready to rip it out of your hands. Encore.
Boom.
You basically blast its skull apart. falls.
Comically, we run over it.
As the car begins to continue forward, you do see more in the snow ahead of you. They're slower.
Damn, you blew his mind.
I have that ability on people.
There's more ahead. Keep firing.
This group is going to come up, and you notice again, they make this odd formation. It's very practiced looking. Two of them pull back, and the one in the center just twing, 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 twing. And they launch icicles towards you.
Num is going to briefly reach down towards the wheel and use her ability briefly to cause us to deja vu out of the way.
Okay. I think I'm going to need a Larry bronze roll plus a Num bonus, because Larry wouldn't see this coming, so he'd have to immediately adjust to it. However, Num is helping, so I think this will be easier.
If you're ramming them, then we're gonna have to get ready for them entering the cabin again. So, everyone be on your guard.
Suddenly, you are drifting towards them. Boom, 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 boom. All the icicles just slightly crack the glass on the right-hand side of the car, and you are in position to basically slide right through them. This one in the front is going to spend a resolve. As the car drifts past them, there is something in the car. The other two seem to have taken... I'll deal them a d6 of damage for car. Nice.
Nice.
They've both taken 1 and have been pushed to the side, but the one in the center pops its face up inside the car.
Oh, son of a bitch! Son of a bitch, not again.
Oh, not again.
Can we throw that thing out?
I can. The kettle is all cooled off.
Focus. Me and Lucy are focusing on keeping the others out of the car. You guys are gonna have to deal with that.
Psycho, you hit things, right? With
I
your
can
stand?
hit
Yeah, cool. Yeah, take this. I hope this will help.
What am I?
A Roman numeral 2 appears on the fist of Rolling Girl.
Okay.
Rolling girl. Rolling girl. She's going to fucking try to punch the dog in such a way to launch it out the window.
Okay, you get a +3 on this because of Bliss's ability, and with that punch, there is a like a gust of wind behind your punch. So it is smashed in the face and smashed out the side of the window. The glass breaks, but the dog is out. Takes
Seiko flips
5.
it off.
Michael, we needed that.
I got rid of the dog, didn't I?
We needed the window.
At this point, I think, Elisar, I want to get a precision roll from you. You're looking for the footprints, right?
Yeah. Oh, hey guys. Hi. What do you say we take another turn so I can do this a little bit more carefully and thoroughly this time?
Woo?
I'm gonna use my patience trait to take 2 turns to do this.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
That sounds great. Get me closer. Get me closer. Encore's like bouncing up and down with the shotgun.
I'm just gonna try to follow back to where we last knew it was, I guess.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
So we can re-pick it up.
Yeah, I guess I would ask a brains roll to remember, and I'll tell you roughly based on how good of
my
a brains roll you
durability's not
give.
enough to follow the track. Not good enough for my track.
There's
And
a blizzard,
this is
it's gonna be
a
hard.
Flat brain, yeah. This is
Encore
flat
is-
brains for me.
Encore's the embodiment of drive you closer. I want to hit them with my
Okay, Larry,
sword.
You're fairly certain that it was before the lake that Elisar last pointed out the footprints, before you were jumped. So it's probably somewhere, if I can grab my
That
ruler,
way.
yeah, somewhere up there.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Gonna gun it that way, but just near this one, so that Encore can just full on blast it as we drive by.
All right, Encore, we drive by.
Encore's gonna, like the thumbs up gorilla he is, he's gonna hold onto the side of the car here, and as we pass by, he's gonna shoot it straight in the face.
Fuck yeah.
This is what I expected.
It's going to howl.
the bliss
The
barrel.
other one is going to. This is the bliss barrel. Okay, cool. Add a 5 to your roll. The other one's going to jump forward and launch ice spikes to try and deflect the shotgun.
Boom. Yeah.
Boom, indeed. Okay, so there's 2 of them. So their ice spike attack is 2d6 plus bronze. When they're defending, their bronze is a 3 instead of a 4. And there's 2 of them, so they have a pack bonus for there being 2 of them. And a 13 as you blap blast both of them for 2. This one shudders off the ice.
Okay, I'm gonna pop a shot and try to blow that guy's brains out.
Okay, sounds good.
Ah, fuck me.
Because of the swerve,
Can't roll
the shot
well.
misses. Okay. Larry, as far as you're aware, this looks right. As they start running after you.
It's a little fuzzy, but if memory serves right, it was right around here. Alright, I'm rolling precision.
Yep.
I'm gonna be adding a +3 bonus for the patience thing.
Yeah. Elisar, you flip over all this ice, looking for the footprints. Right there. He's coming in,
Which way?
and he makes a
There.
fucking 90-degree turn this way.
I see him! Turn that way.
Got it. I'm gonna do the same thing with soldier. He's gonna swing back here and drop snowdrift behind us.
Okay. You mind rolling me speed to try and slow them down?
I could roll speed.
Yeah.
See?
Okay, the snow starts to pile up. They start, like, almost pawing up over each other as the glowing eyes get more and more and more distant. As you
Go that way.
go in that way. Excellent.
Got another one as we made a pass.
You sure did.
Another couple.
And you're back on trail. As they get more distant, you see the footprints continuing out into the snow.
That was intense. I honestly thought we lost him. Good lord. Okay, so we're going north
And
now.
also, before anything happens, I'm gonna try something with soldier. I'm gonna try to cover the window in ice
Oh,
using
excellent.
soldier's ability to seal it so we don't get
That's a good
frostbite
idea.
from wind chill from moving at high
That
speeds.
seems like a
and
durability
50
roll.
below. Yeah, that's not gonna go well for me.
Best of luck.
Could I ask to dual tech this with Num? Num's gonna place a hand on it and use her ability.
Yeah. Making it a 10. It's serviceable. It will hold for long enough for this trip. You're not gonna get any more frostbite.
Lucy's gonna put
That's
his hand
just what
inside
I
an
wanted
extra
to
pair of
stop.
gloves.
Oof. I can barely feel my fingers anymore, you guys.
Oh.
How's everybody else doing?
Well, my hand's currently freezing, but that's keeping the rest of us from getting frostbite, so I'll endure.
A noble cause?
The window.
Yeah, Num's got you there. Good use of your stand.
It's not its intended purpose. Also, fun fact, when you saw soldier do that, soldier just like rotated 90 degrees onto the side of the thing
That's funny.
so that over the thing.
To think that Murphy somehow on foot managed to avoid all these things out here.
How the
Part of me
hell,
wonders if we should have
during
continued
that
on foot.
fight, did he get this far ahead of us?
This is true. I wonder.
I've
part
been
of
going
me-
like I've been going 30, 40 miles per hour most of this trip.
I mean, we saw that Murphy had some kind of entity that had his attention. Maybe that has something to do with what's going on here.
Did we see that? I recall just seeing him just walk out the building.
He did, but he was like, he had like a spark of adrenaline. I believe he was like focused on something for a moment. We'll have to rewatch the tapes, but there was, I have the sinking feeling that there was something.
He
else
went from
there
his
that-
normal cocky, lackadaisical self to suddenly moving with purpose.
No man that takes a shower that long would be out in the winter this long.
We can hypothesize about it once we have him back in the warmth and safety of East O'Tiller.
Or at least this car.
Or at least his car, or maybe even, the tunnels if things get really, really bad. At least
Wondering
there we'll
why
be out of the
Murphy-
wind. I'm sorry, what was that?
I'm wondering why Murphy, and why was this I believe was it the kitchen that he was having the...
He was in the hallway.
Why Murphy
in the
is a very
hallway.
good question, which once
He
we
was the
find
only
him,
one alone, probably.
I hope maybe we'll be able to come to some semblance of an answer for that question.
Yes.
I just hope we have a spare glass for this buggy. This thing's very handy.
It's very weird feeling now that even though whatever, in my hypothesis, entity is dragging him around, I kind of feel better that he's not alone. Strangely.
What do you mean, dude?
How the hell is he so far ahead of us? He left like what, 30 minutes before us?
The most that I could ascertain is that there's more... There's definitely some outside source that's with him. I have a very strong feeling of that ever since he left Isotiller. Whatever that entity is, why is Murphy still alive, walking out this far, if it was just a regular how we've seen the rest of the frostbitten work?
If he went right past the dogs that we saw too.
Yes, why? So I don't think there's no way he's alone.
It's a grim thought, but I honestly hate to suggest it. Do you think he could have connected to them somehow? The way that they all seem to be able to organize with one another in a frightening manner.
That also begs the question, if Murphy connected with something inside Isotiller,
Yes.
why him? Why now? Why just him? If this is a brand new thing, this is thrown out the window, but if this is something that's been around, why did it choose Murphy now and not anybody else?
Excuse me, Corporal, but
That's
you
a really
managed
good
to lay
question.
eyes. You managed to lay eyes on the this phantasm yourself, haven't you?
The red one?
Encore reaches into his mouth. This one that he pulls out the sketch.
Yeah, it was, freaky. There 1 second, there 1 minute, gone the next. Didn't even leave tracks.
Did its disappearance? Well, at least in what you're able to fathom from the whole time frame of the events, did its disappearance seem to line up with Murphy's departure? Or was
I
it
moved
still
pretty
there
quickly
when...
after it disappeared to check up on everyone.
Right.
For Murphy to be this far out, he would have had to have taken a run. Like, honestly, I still don't know how he's this far ahead of us. I mean, I've been moving like 30 miles per hour driving at like 30 miles per hour this whole time over this ice sheet.
So if this phantom was the thing to lure him away, it was
So whatever
still
is bringing
physically
him out, he was
present.
either
It was still physically present at Isotiller at the time of his departure.
and well past it. He would have had to have left almost as soon as the fight started. And even then, I think we'd have caught up to him by now.
So I respect your hypothesis, Lucy, but it just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't connect that figure was the one to lead him all the way out here.
If something had to be close enough to keep leading him, you two, pointing to the two in the back, would have run into him when you left the thing and ran into the shark.
Yes. What is it, Lucy?
It also targeted one of the non-stand users at the facility.
Is that
It
so?
also
That's why
targeted the
you-
only pilot. The only way
True.
out.
But going with your connection theorem, what if because there's not a connection already made, there may be something there? To connect to, it's kind of like having 2 links of a cable without anything interfering. Like the space isn't already taken up.
I'm sorry, I don't follow. How are you suggesting that Murphy fits into all of this?
So like, between me and Num and Encore, we all have a connection. We are Num Encore. There's no barrier of entry. There's no spot taken for this entity to latch onto Murphy.
So,
It's a parasite that can't latch into a symbiotic relationship.
something that's
something
been
like
out
that.
here for a long, long time without any host to call its own.
Perhaps.
It's an interesting hypothesis, Lucy, but As of
Also
now,
wild
I feel it's baseless.
That's why we do tests, Doctor.
Let's just find this guy and get home.
I mean, to be fair, if the thing is not malicious towards Murphy, hopefully not. Hopefully we can get him home safe and sound. If this
It's leading
is a
him into the
frostbitten,
middle of a blizzard, 50 degrees in Antarctica.
yes, but I'm saying that maybe one, either leading Murphy to something, or
But
two, if we can
why?
get Murphy to come back and they are connected, that gives us another piece of frostbitten to take a look at, to examine.
Mm-hmm.
That
I'm
still
trying to
leaves-
look at the bright side here.
That still leaves to why it's happening in the first place. It doesn't make any sense.
Let's just find him, then we can conjecture when we have more data.
Yes. As interesting as this whole circumstances are to me, I have to agree with the corporal here. We need to focus on rescuing the man's life first.
Science without evidence is just damn philosophy. And I'd rather keep philosophy out of the damn car.
As you keep pushing through the blizzard and following the footsteps, they keep leading you forward through the flats, up ahead of you in the dark. It's really difficult to see through the blizzard, but I was looking out of the car. It seems like you're heading towards what looks like a mountain. Large form jutting out of the ice.
What is that? Excuse me, but is that land formation supposed to be there?
Unless I got very lost. We're in the flats. You know,
Well, that ain't
defined
very
by
fun.
being flat.
Shot in the dark. That's where he is.
Certainly his direction.
Well, let's not fall victim to wild speculation now, Corporal. Let's continue following where the footprints lead us instead.
Can I have my shotgun back? Encore.
Encore hands you the shotgun.
Thank you.
That was fun. I've always wanted to do that.
As you get closer to this structure, you begin to make out parts of its silhouette across the sky. The ice flows coming out of the flats, leading up to this mountainous peak that you're going towards, and as you're getting closer to it, it's not a mountain. It looks mechanical. 4 distinct peaks. A conical front. Ice jutting up all around it.
What is that?
What was that old movie quoting? Oh yeah. That ain't no moon.
Excuse me, could this be the equipment that you used to bore those tunnels with?
No, not even close. What the hell?
Did footprints lead to it?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, well, if we're trying to find Murphy, we're gonna have to go there.
Okay. As the beams of light from the buggy start to illuminate the form in front of you, you see sheer metallic sides and, well, a pretty unmistakable silhouette.
Jib.
What looks like a tanker boat, just sort of stuck in the ice.
Like old, 1940s era ship? Liner or tanker?
Like the type that would carry cargo, that type. Looks old.
Now, Bliss, I'm not looking for a long answer at the moment, but what exactly is the history of these flats?
I mean, they've been ice for thousands of years. It's kinda part of the Antarctic ice flows. It's solid massive ice that's been built up over centuries and centuries.
I don't like that implies that something physically lifted a ship out of a several thousand ton ship out of the ocean and threw it here.
Yeah.
It's.
I know
Between
some
this-
storms are powerful, but usually they don't come that far south.
Between this and the frostbitten resembling the Arctic foxes, I can't help but feel like there's many, many pieces at play here that are out of place for this area.
Either way, let's find Murphy.
I think if Murphy went this way, I think he got the right idea.
Oh, hello there. Good morning. Good morning, zooming out. Good morning. Oh, this is awesome.
Which shipwreck did you find online?
Whoa.
Oh fuck, is that?
That's the fucking Titanic.
This is rad.
I didn't expect us to run to the fucking Borealis out here, my god.
I think that's the Titanic.
That is the Titanic. That is the Titanic.
Jeez,
That's
okay, I'm gonna
fair
stop looking at
enough.
this. I'm gonna stop looking at this and go down to our rover.
Zooming out
To our
a
goofy little
bit.
rover with the
I'll
cannon
look
at
at
it.
Large
The
flashlight.
cannon. No, the cannon is definitely just fucking encore with when he had the shotgun.
Yeah, so as you drive up and kind of slow down, you do see that the footprints they continue right up towards the ship.
They like head towards like a hole in the hull or something,
They go towards
or just a random spot in the hull.
the anchor.
The anchor hole.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way in. That's for sure.
Corporal, can you humor me for a moment here and cut the headlights? Looking up at the shipwreck,
Mm-hmm.
is there a light on? Like inside of it?
Not only is there a light on, it seems to be moving.
That's so fun.
Am I able to, from this distance, can I do like a check to see if it's like electrical light? If it's light created by a flame?
Give me a brains roll. Well, it's definitely a different color than your headlights and the torches that you've been carrying, so at the very least, it's not the same type of bulb if it is electrical.
Might be an analog bulb.
Shut the fuck up.
Hang on a second. Let me. Do either of you carry glasses or lenses of any sort on you?
Larry, is Soldier able to make like small pieces of glass that we could possibly use?
Yes.
Not that. Not. I don't think it's gonna make a very good piece of good lens. No.
I'm thinking that if we can
It
quickly,
just makes sheet device.
if we quickly
Unless one of
cobble
you can
together some
shape
sort of
it.
device, I'm thinking that maybe we can signal to the person up there somehow.
Les puts his hand in his pocket and pulls out the lens to a microscope and holds it up.
Just do the job for you.
Oh yes, that would work perfectly. In fact,
Oh, that glove compartment has everything in it.
yes.
Really does.
Also, is going to take, I guess, take one of the flashlights, as well as this lens. He's going to try to signal up. I'm going to try to shine light and, like, blink it in a signal up through that window that he sees the light coming through.
Okay.
Would you like Encore to do Morse code?
Yo.
If that is Murphy, and I sincerely hope that it is, I'm going to try to let him know that we're here.
Before you do that, consider something.
Yes.
What if someone or something's watching, or he's not in his right mind? It might not be a good idea to give ourselves away just yet. Do we know the full
I'm tired. I'm willing
situation?
to take the risk. Just do it.
I understand your worries, Seiko, but we've got to give it a shot.
All right. If you think it's a
Besides,
good idea.
If we manage to get a signal up here and he doesn't react, then, well, we can go into this thinking that we will at least have some evidence that he is not of right mind.
You do so? You're not sure if it reached them or not.
Well,
Nah, I think the blizzard's too heavy.
Alright, I'm gonna go park the car by the entrance.
All right.
How close can I get?
So this is a steep wall of ice that almost looks like a wave was frozen up into the ship. You can get close as you want,
Like, can I get,
but it
like,
will be
here?
bumpy on these edges here as it turns to just pure ice.
So here's the safest
The edge is like
non-slippy area.
yeah, the least slippery.
Hmm.
The closer you get, the more icy it is.
Okay. Let's go this way. Like there. And then I'm gonna turn the car off.
So in this rover, in the back of it, is there like a spot for equipment?
Yeah.
He's gonna go through that, see what inventory has been brought with them.
Yeah, sure. Give me a salvage roll. Okay, escalation. Result will be doubled. Okay, you won by 1, which means you actually win by
Dos.
2, which will give you 2 scrap.
Am I able, looking through all the gear and equipment that this buggy has brought with us, am I able to find any like cliff climbing equipment, essentially?
I think so.
Things that we could affix to ourselves and then hook
Yeah,
climbing gear.
that's some pretty standard stuff for people around here. I think that's very reasonable.
All right. Everyone planning on going in with me?
I
I mean,
can't let you go in alone.
yeah.
See confirmation from you. You as well.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. 1 second. Let me just. I'm going to use some of the scrap that I used to just say, okay, there is some tarp in there as well. It's going to cover over the buggy
Good
with like a
idea.
white tarp, essentially, to disguise it.
Yeah, sounds great. Good idea.
Well, it doesn't matter what color the tarp is. It's going to become white.
It's
in a
gonna be
second.
white pretty soon. As you all step out into the frigid air.
Ugh. My teeth are chattering. Let's get in this thing real quick before this wind rips away
At
the
least
last.
we know Nothers is here. If we need to get some scrap metal or something, we can always come back with a larger vehicle.
Yeah, that's like the mother load of scrap metal.
Are you suggesting we scrap this thing? This could classify as a world wonder.
How did it get here?
No offense, I'd rather survive and make sure we actually live through this.
Before we go up, Tali. So this is a breaking in the ice below.
Yes.
Does this ship look like it's been placed, or that it's like kind of breached through the ice and is on water?
Range roll, please. Because of the way the ice froze, it doesn't look like it breached from below, but it also doesn't look like it came down from above. It's a very, like I said before, it's strange. It's almost like a wave itself froze.
Okay. Okay.
Which shouldn't be possible because, you know, flowing salt
I
water.
see you, ma'am.
All right, everybody, make sure you are secured. Make sure that this clip goes on your belt right about here. I'll be the last one up. First things first. Illustrator is going to gather up some snow and put it and like pack it into the kettle.
Okay.
Frostbite's a bitch.
Yeah, let's get inside.
Does anyone here have any way that we could perhaps warm this up?
Unfortunately, I can really only do cold,
Blast it.
which is really unfortunate considering the environment.
They are, and they're preparing to, like, kind of like daisy chain
Cool.
barrel of monkeys, kind of help people get up this in case that's a issue.
Okay. I'm going to just need like a general bronze roll plus any modifiers anyone wants to stack on. This shouldn't be too terribly hard with you guys all working together, but you're gonna, especially if you take it slowly and carefully, you'll be able to get up.
Yeah, if we're taking it slowly and carefully, then +3 for patience bonus.
Sounds good.
+1 for mountain training.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, that's gonna be climbing. So.
There's the universe roll, and if there's a +5 from Num and Encore,
It's beautiful.
Okay, cool. I was gonna be like,
I think you guys get up, so you're able to hoist yourselves up into. Yeah, it looks like the hole where the anchor is dropped from.
Getting up closer, like as we're climbing. Alistar is going to look along the outside for any designations. What's the name of this ship?
What's the name of the ship? Good
If
question.
he can make it out.
Yeah, give me a brains roll.
Especially since we're at where the anchor is, we're near the bow. That should be where the name is.
That's what I was thinking.
You do see kind of where a name would be. Right about there. But it seems to be completely covered up by ice.
All right. Oh, then I'm carrying on at that point. Then
I'll move you guys inside.
we really just going up into the anchor hole.
Yeah.
I don't know how ships are built, but that doesn't feel like a safe thing to do.
It's not a normal thing to do. That's what you're doing.
I'm pretty sure
We're
there's
basically
like
going straight into one of the sections of engineering.
yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like mechanisms and like clamps and shit in there for the anchor.
Metal is cold, but it's better than being outside.
There's no wind in here.
Oh, yes, that wind, that blizzard is tearing the last bit of heat right out of my body.
Yeah.
This is an opening, yeah?
It is.
I get my flashlight out here.
And as much as was surmised by Duncan, it does seem like you are in some level of engineering.
What do you see over there, soldier?
Let me go check. Oh. Or is that a staircase?
Seems like where it's a shelving unit. Seems like where more supplies is stored.
See if there's anything in there that we could perhaps use to build a fire or something. I don't know. If this ship stores like lumber or fuel anywhere, we might be able to burn it. A little bit of fire all the way out here in the secluded frozen wastes could just be what saves our life. Our collective lives, that is.
I don't think we're gonna win, guys.
You have a
What?
chance. Okay.
I don't think I'm gonna win,
baby.
Well,
I can't. I have no scrap.
you think that there's something for a second. No, it's just an empty gas can. Damn. Well, you still got 2 scrap out of it. Could be worse.
Not much here.
I do have a fire starter if you can find some wood.
Oh, wonderful.
Such a fascinating. What? This is a nuts discovery, I gotta say.
If by my knowledge of the map, there's not really too much between here and in Isotiller. This might be a good place to maybe set up a second base if whatever's going on in here is not, haunted.
Yeah.
Probably haunted. I'm gonna
It's
cut to the
definitely
chase right there.
haunted. I'm
Say
trying
it's
to keep a good.
definitely
I'm trying to
haunted.
keep good spirits.
It's actually very interesting. That brings me back around to the subject I was hoping to talk about a little bit more. In my extensive
Let's
experience
just
out in
find
the
the
field,
dude and get out of here.
oh yes, I'll be giving you guys a little story just to keep your minds occupied while we search this place. Let me see if we're actually able to explore the rest of this place. Alistar is going to try the door. I'm going to be spending a point to do so.
Okay.
Nice. I'm guessing these are analog doors, Tali?
Yes, they are analog doors.
I see. Yeah, okay. Let's see, what's the door? Door number 2. Spending another point to open the door.
I love your stupid little mechanic.
This one's locked.
Yeah. Does Alistar
Does it
see
feel like it's
something-
locked or does it feel like it's blocked, Tali?
Seems locked.
Does Alistar see something on the ground right here?
Yeah, there's something on the ground there.
How loud are we allowed to be here?
Corporal, you are the security expert here. Feel free to be as loud as your as your own jurisdiction allows you to.
I mean, we're looking for Murph, right?
Yes. In fact, if you make a loud noise, I might
might alert him to our presence here.
The flashlight didn't seem to work.
I feel like the flashlight only didn't work because it's a heavy blizzard.
Yeah.
I don't feel like the light was able to reach him all the way up there. What do we have here? Alyssa is going to lean down and inspect what, like these petals or something?
It looks like droplets of blood. Can you give me a brains roll?
Sure thing. He's gonna like wipe them with his finger.
Yeah.
Oh god, I just realized how huge this map is.
Oh, yeah.
Get ready, you guys. It's gonna be a maze. Oh, I'm excited. I love this kind of stuff.
You kind of like inspect it with your finger. It's almost kind of spongy. Squishy.
Doctors, Lizzie, Bliss. Can you come over here and tell me what you make of this?
Yeah, sure.
Mind the gap.
Yep. Oh.
Down on the floor, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
It almost looks like a blood stain. Almost.
Yes, but
Lucy's going to get a closer look. How
touch
fresh.
it. It's like
How fresh is it? Good question. Give me a brains roll, Lucy.
it's weird. There's something off about it. It's almost like a foam of some sort.
Of course, sea foam.
Yeah, it's weirdly spongy. As you begin messing with it, you actually kind of just like almost like it's glued to the floor. You kind of just like break a little bit of it off. It just rolls over.
Frozen.
Now, by spongy, do you mean like it feels spongy, like it's giving back whenever I press down
Yeah.
on it, or is it?
There's a
like-
little bit of a
okay.
give back. It does just spring back into form when you press on it.
It's kind of like a slush almost, kind of like half frozen,
Kinda.
half not.
But it keeps its form. Dried blood don't do that. Frozen blood don't do that.
Where's Sika? Is she back there?
Good question. Miss Walker?
I'm back here.
Yeah, you're playing with the radio. I was also gonna play with the radio, but I'm trying to be good.
Yeah, what's going on with this radio here?
Okay, give me a brains roll plus your trait. What you see in front of you is not just a radio, but more so like a communications center in a ship that you would see. But you've got a desk, a chair sitting at the desk, a device on the wall with 2 large light bulbs coming off of it, a bunch of pipes and wires wrapping around it, a clock on the wall that seems frozen, and a massive radio.
So this is like what, internal comms, or
It's internal comms, but you know enough to know that this isn't modern by any stretch of the means.
this wreck's been here for a while. This is old, like antique kind of old.
Ooh, old stuff.
But it looks like it's for the internal. It's for like the internal communications, or like the overcom. Maybe we can call for Murphy and let them know that we're here.
Provided they're near one.
It should be pretty loud if it works.
Again, loud or quiet in case of enemies.
I mean, I don't want to get attacked
That's
by
a good
anything,
question.
I'm gonna be honest. But also, it might help us find Murphy. I don't know. I defer to you guys.
If Murphy's here, he's likely already suffering from the effects of hypothermia. I don't think he's exactly going to be coming to us, so to speak.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be able to respond if so. So,
So quiet.
at worst, we'd be giving him hope. At much worse, we alert whatever's going on that we are here for Murphy.
Yeah, let's not tell anything. If there is anything here,
Quieter. Don't bother with it.
we can use it later if we need to, Psycho.
Down the hallway. There's a lot of doors.
Hey, what the hell is that? Encore's gonna point down the hallway to Larry.
Yeah, looks like there's more blood.
Well, what do we do? Our only option is follow that blood wherever it may lead us. It's our only lead so far.
Or you could try to pull open the thing and look for people again, like you did back at ESO Tiller.
I'm a little bit nervous about doing that, but I could try. Let me see. Standing in this hallway, Tali, I'd like to use my ability to just kind of like, I'm gonna unpeel this hallway like a banana.
Okay.
Now, I can only check so far with this thing. I can only peer into so many rooms. I think our best bet, as of now, is to look for a staircase or stairwell of some kind that will lead us up to those top cabins. I have a feeling that climbing up the anchor chain didn't lead us very far up into the ship itself. I feel like we're still at the lower levels.
Taking a look, Elisar, to your left, you see rooms and rooms and rooms full of food storage.
Yeah, there's nothing for us in food storage, I don't think. So,
Well,
unless there's no
besides
fallout.
food.
Well, we're not exactly looking for food right now, are we? Unless you're hungry. Here, come along now, everybody. I want to make sure that everyone's at least within eyesight of somebody else.
Yep.
So yeah, you remember when you mentioned wood storage earlier? Raw materials, Larry.
Ooh.
Lots of them.
Found the storage room.
Oh, good.
Is that also a broken staircase up / down?
It's a broken staircase leading up to like the higher.
Yeah, there's some chests up here.
Yeah.
We gotta solve the puzzle first before we can open this.
You gonna make the wand of ages?
What you got?
Storage room. If you want some of the sciencey folk to get in here to see if they can find something useful in here, go right ahead.
Oh. You mentioned lumber. Do I see lumber?
Yes, you do.
Yoink. I'm going to do a salvage roll to see if I can find any that hasn't been ruined.
Sure. You get a solid piece.
One lumber.
It ought to do.
Well, this is enough to at least save Murphy's life.
Boxes, I would assume it's in there. Encore's
Speaking
gonna
of which.
skitter along the wall.
I'm sorry to be a stick in the mud here, Encore, but we really need to press on.
Hang on, I want to see what's
It'll
in
be
here.
fast. You head on.
All right.
Check it up. Check a few doors.
I have fast travel. Encore is going to open up this box here.
Okay, give me a scrap roll. Inside you find leftover raw materials such as like bags of sand and that sort of thing.
Let's see. Encore puts one in his mouth and leaves.
You got a scrap. Nice. Sandbag.
Sandbag. Open up this door. Oh, this appears to go somewhere. Murphy? Murphy? This place doesn't look like it's, very stable. Liz, you might want to stick next to me and Num.
Yeah, I think I will.
Num's very good at catching things.
My footing's not terrible, but it's been a long night.
It's not you I'm worried about.
Yeah?
Lucy's gonna lean over and pop open this door too. Oh,
You see a box of fruits, old, moldy, just dripping with that spongy stuff from before.
there's something telling me that's not Murphy anymore.
Hold on a minute. Larry's sitting here realizing the spongy stuff and poking it.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just me, or is this the same color as that weird red stuff in where the wild things are? That weird red fleshy stuff.
Well, I'm just leaving that up to your judgment. I can't see color.
I'm gonna try this door here, Tali.
Okay. Compared to the other rooms you've seen, this one is lit up. But not from the room itself. There seems to be a bright, almost fiery colored light coming from above. Cracks in the roof.
I look back at Lucy and Bliss and I point up at the light.
That might be the light that we saw earlier. That's a bit too bright to be just Murphy.
Catch up with the group.
That's... Anything seeming off about this light aside from its color? Like, is there like we see like the dust particles going through it? Weird question. Does the light seem clean? Like there's nothing like...
That's a great question.
impeding
Can you
it.
give me a brains roll?
Yeah.
Lucy, looking at the streams of light coming down, you do notice there is particulate in the air. Like dust.
Okay. Curious. I'd still honestly stay clear of it until we figure out what it is.
You afraid of some sort of radiation?
I'm afraid it's something looking at us, or even worse, some sort of a light-based ability.
Well, you probably shouldn't be walking into that room then, would you? Should you?
Is the whole room lit up, or is it like these
Just
things like
beams
actual
of light
streams
coming
that
down.
are going?
It's like,
Like God rays?
yeah, you see how there's like this splintered piece of wood? It's basically that. Like there's a hole in the floor above and the light's coming down.
Cool. I'm moving a group, but just they are trying to avoid the light.
Good to know.
Alright.
Even
catch that,
better.
Corporal?
You two hide.
Yeah.
Just tiptoe around the light.
Hey, Larry.
Mm-hmm.
You hear a really heavy of a floorboard behind you. You look back.
Yeah.
You watch as this door opens.
Which? Oh.
Right here. You see the door swing open.
Larry's just kind of gonna walk away from these two doors. Just back a little bit up. And raise their shotgun.
Okay.
It's just like an engine room or something.
You notice that stuff from before? Just some lands down on the ground here.
Oh. Good morning.
Fucking called it.
Is something wrong, Larry?
The red stuff's alive. Move.
Oh, wonderful!
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't get too much of that on my fingers, haha.
Oh, I touched that. Ew.
Yes, I touched that as well.
And Larry,
Ugh.
just before you turn away, you see something starting to turn the corner. Something
What
large.
is that?
I don't want to see
Oh,
this. Alright.
fuck that, Tali.
Nice.
Fuck that.
Get a zoo?
No.
Or no?
You don't have a good enough sight on it.
Enough of it. Yeah, let's move. Let's move. There's a thing. There's a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Caution to the wind. Run.
Yeah, no need to tell me twice.
Oh, okay.
Through the walls.
If we can manage it, we should try to find somewhere to hide.
Build up snow. How high snow?
I'm just gonna try see if I can. I'm gonna try to fill the hallway and close the door.
Okay. Yeah. You do that.
Well, I'm
Go.
Oh, what?
That is a
This
lot
is-
of.
You know what? It's better than what was over
You
there.
see the turbine room. It seems like ice shards have ruptured the hull of the ship completely. Seiko,
Psycho,
you
move.
start to hear footsteps coming down the hallway behind you.
It's back. Alistar's gonna be using his ability to part a way through this ice.
Okay. Basically what this is this is a pit of a collapsed walkway.
That's what I figured.
Oh, okay.
As in, there's a pit there,
pit.
or there's ice in the way?
A pit and
Okay,
ice.
I can solve that one.
It's both.
A little bit of both.
So there's an ice pillar breaking up the platform?
Yeah, the platform has basically...
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like this catwalk, right? The ice has come up through the ground. You see where these two structural support beams are? There used to be a pathway here. It no longer is there. It has fallen down below.
Oh!
Yep.
Okay. Putting myself back then.
I guess. Well, was there anywhere else to go?
I mean, we could go up.
That's not a bad idea. Oh, you know what? What if we? Is this a steel beam here, or is this a wall?
Is a steel beam.
We could possibly use that to get across.
Yeah, so we could balance our ways across.
It's risky,
although
but yeah.
It is risky, yes. You said that your friends there were good at catching fallen people, so maybe you'll want to have them around for this. Who knows?
Lucy's gonna summon the siblings.
What do you want us to do, Lucy?
Well, with that thing currently chasing us, my current idea is to have Encore, you help people up onto the beam, and Numb, you just perhaps be back the backup in case somebody wants to fall, because that doesn't look happy down there.
Hey, Seiko. You start to hear this kind of rolling sound. Something starts pushing its way under the slip in the door.
Alright, everyone. I
Guys,
think it's time to figure out a
guys, we might
solution
wanna move.
here and right
We might wanna
now.
move.
Alistar's going to use his ability to shear off the top layer of ice that's on this beam,
Okay.
so that it's a non-slippery surface they can walk across.
Okay.
Wait, so we're just missing a surface here? Surface beyond? I can solve that one. Soldier's gonna door and rush over to the door, and then ice skate back in a flat surface.
Okay. There's a pathway of ice.
Go! Go!
Oh, that's much more convenient.
I don't
Numb's going to
move!
reinforce as we move.
Alright, don't have to be so close.
As
to
he
me.
passes, Bliss is going to smack this wall here with another rune. Oh, fuck yes, Bliss! Okay, an X appears there. And Bliss is just like,
Fuck yes. Okay.
he taps the rune and it starts glowing, and wind starts coming out of it.
That should hold it back pretty damn well. Let's go.
Hey, close that door too. Alright, spending a point to open this door.
Right.
Alright, through here. Keep your voices down.
Psycho,
Don't-
move.
We don't know if that's the only one.
Corporal, you said all that stuff is alive.
It's horrifying.
What?
Did it not... Larry, did it look similar to the one that was on the drawing that you saw?
No, I think this is closer to a mass amalgamation of that goop that's inside the other ones.
Yes, you said that you saw the same sort of red stuff inside of those Arctic fossils. It could be like one big, widespread nervous system almost. Us touching it just let us know where it was. Just let it know where we were.
So don't touch it, Encore.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Sound of that.
Keep moving. I shove Psycho.
When we all go, Numb is going to shatter the ice.
Awesome.
Oh, what happened in here? Just like coal?
Yeah.
Furnace.
Oh, this is way back. This ship must be ancient if they're still using coal to move. That's been outlawed for centuries.
be fair, coal ships were used all the way through World War One, so
That's a long time they've been used.
Okay, that's actually a fucking great salvage roll.
finally we rolled one well.
Woo! Okay,
Give me some
you win
chunks,
by
baby.
2. So take yourself some 2 big old salvage points of coal.
Okay. 2 coal, 1 oak log.
I love your hammer space.
Yes.
Hey Num, are you watching these red things?
But yeah, Encore is perched as a lookout, waiting for people to pass by.
Encore, you notice that this one, like,
Mhm.
there's a lump kind of suspended up, forming into a small shape with 3 little nubs coming off of it, and it just, like, kind of wiggles. Like it's bobbing up and down.
Larry.
I can't believe that we literally did that one thing that you should never do in a sci-fi horror scenario and touch the thing that we don't know what it is.
I mean, it is tradition.
I mean, we figured out what it did, sorta.
I feel so silly now.
Larry, I think that one's moving. Encore's gonna point at the one next to him over there.
Soldier's gonna shoot it.
And to shoot it, okay. Roll to shoot.
Uh-oh. Enacting violence against
Beautiful.
the monster lurking. Uh-oh.
Unknown entity, you just kind of didn't. I don't.
Larry, you've activated a villainous action,
I knew it!
which
Yeah.
triggers a Phantom Bizarre field. You just start by making a
Yeah.
bravery roll for me,
I
please.
got a +1 from it being cold.
Okay! You're not shaken, as the villainous action called A Sinking Ship, Holes in My Lifeboat activates. You blast it.
Oh boy.
It wriggles like you just shot a rat, and it writhes up and curls up, letting out this high-pitched scream.
Oh, what's in the heavens?
And then, Larry, there is a massive... as the ceiling above you collapses, and something falls down into the room.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Give me
Yeah, I'll give you a zoom on that one.
I need this one, yes.
Oh, what in the hell am I looking
Look
for?
at
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's relatively humanoid. However, it does not have arms, and in the place of its head are 3 grasping, clawing hands as it takes a shuddering step towards Soldier with all 4 of its hands.
I gotta go!
gotta go.
Soldier! I know what you're doing!
Sorry. They need me somewhere, buddy.
I gotta go!
I ain't got the time of day.
We're just gonna run! Just gonna fucking run! I just wanna roll speed and run!
Yeah.
Fucking
Give me a
frog meat.
McFucking speed roll, please!
Yeah!
Oh, I've been waiting for this for so long!
I love this one so much.
Oh, it's one of my favorites.
I'm gonna fucking die!
Okay. Yeah, you are fine as you dive out of the way before it's able to grab you. Sort of stumbles on its 2 legs.
Let's go.
Listen, I want you to help me gather as much coal as you can. Just carry it all in your arms.
Why do you... Oh,
Seiko, I want you to get that fire starter going, alright?
Hop.
Right.
Corporal, I implore you, get through the door.
Stumbling step.
Close the door.
Give me the flashlight, damn it! I'm trying to grab the flashlight. It's hiding by the door.
Yeah, Indiana Jones grabbed the flashlight from
Before you close the door on it, you do notice that it takes one of its wickedly long legs, which looks like it's been twisted and tied around, and the flesh has gone kind of gaunt and discolored. It whips that around like it's about to kick the door down.
Like rotten and jaundiced.
I'm going to start piling up all of the coal that I was carrying, as well
Away
as
from
if
the door.
Lucy
Back
and
away
Bliss's
from the
help
door.
me open
Out
it.
of void
I'm
strength.
gonna start piling it up right
I
here.
know, I am straight up grabbing Elisar, picking him up, and moving him over
Okay,
here.
I will let him drop the coal as you pick him up.
Get more coal on the pile. We need a fire. I don't know, my gut's just telling me we need a fire.
Yeah, no, that's...
We need to not be there when that door gets yeeted.
The door's getting blasted
Let's
down.
move!
Can I attempt to keep it? To keep
Yes,
the
you
door
can.
from,
Listen to the line of fire of the fucking door.
I don't know how long Num can keep that door together.
It's okay.
You activated something really interesting. Really interesting. This is an escalation. So roll again.
Alright, Num, you did it once, you can do it again.
This is an escalation. Roll again.
What?
This is an escalation. Roll again. No matter what you do,
What?
this roll
Tali,
is an
stop.
escalation.
Please.
There is nothing you can do to avoid it being an escalation. Because of that, roll one more time, and the modifier is going to be ×5.
Jesus.
Can't you just choose to
fucking
autofail like you're in now?
You could. You would take the entire hit unopposed, though.
That would drop her right instantly.
I'm gonna spend a result.
Okay.
If this is a ×5 roll, I'd say go for it.
Yeah, let's.
Worst case scenario, it's mitigating damage and a lot of it.
I'm gonna use one of my player bizarre fields to amplify.
Okay. That is a monologue opportunity for everyone against Lucy.
So I'm like, it's ice or something?
Like maybe it's returning it to like, I don't know. That's getting too complicated. I'd say let's just go with the whole freezing things in place, being able to hold them in kind of like a physical position,
Yeah.
and that's like a touch thing.
You are correct.
All right. There is just a whoomph. The door bows and stops mid-bow.
Lucy, Cole in hand, is gonna move between Num and Bliss and is going to begin. Alright, Num, keep him there as fast as possible. I think Elisar has some sort of plan. Elisar, why are we building a fire?
Shaco, can I have that fire starter?
Yeah, here.
I mean, if we're trying to burn the thing, we're gonna end up burning ourselves to a crisp. Look at how much coal's in here.
That's right. We set the fire, we get moving.
This is gonna burn really hot.
And really fast.
That's right.
Okay.
All right. Everyone start moving towards that end of the hall.
Yeah, I'm going.
All right, A's gonna get the fire going.
Okay.
While everyone moves away.
The coal ignites.
I want to take that lumber scrap, that one scrap that I got. I want to craft into a torch, essentially.
Okay. Yeah.
We're gonna get all tribal up in here, baby.
Okay. Yeah, you craft a torch. Excellent. And there is just a at the front here as this starts to ignite, and embers, you notice, go down below and also start to ignite little patches of coal down in the bay of the ship.
It backs away slowly.
Oh shit, there's coal dust in the air.
There's another roundhouse kick. There is a BAM! As the thing shatters through the door right into the flames.
I'm gonna be using my ability to create a plane so that if any shrapnel from the door comes towards us, it's flying into the 5th, baby.
Okay! It seems to burn this thing. Could you roll me 2d6? 8 damage. And starts lumbering forward through the flames very slowly, almost dripping.
Well, everyone, that's our deterrent. That's all I've got. Let's get moving.
I mean, it worked. Let's go.
Buy us some time.
Bliss runs
Let's
up.
go before the dust ignites.
Because Elisar's just slightly faster than everyone. He's going to eventually get to the front of the pack, I think.
Bliss is also just gonna be like, oh fuck me, come on. He's trying the door. It is locked.
And opening a way through.
You just
I turn it into a revolving door, Tali.
Yeah, sure.
Just passes right through.
Yeah, and the lumbering thing still on fire steps forward.
Just gonna motion everyone through.
Okay.
This thing seems to be moving in like a singular path, right?
Seems to be moving straight forward, yeah.
We're gonna move up a little bit. Larry, you might want to move up just a tad more. One quick question. Is this like suspended or is this like just up on top of like a repository?
Yeah, it's basically like, that's like a fume vent that seems to go up into the central chutes of the ship. Like imagine like those big smokestacks that are on like tanker ships and that sort.
Yeah. Encore is going to grapple this pipe here and kind of do like a gymnast move of just flying up into the air. He's going to use his ability, and he's going to cannonball right here in the center, and having both sets of these coals move down here into the center. So if this thing is just beelining for us, its only chance is to get burned again.
Gotcha.
Elevating the end so that the enter slides
Yeah, I'm having
down.
all the coal coalesce where Encore is.
Gotcha.
Well,
I didn't
hang on.
follow immediately, but that's awesome. Like this, right?
Yeah, perfect.
Cool.
Alright, cool.
I could,
That was fun.
I could
Let's
light
go.
a cigarette and just toss the lit and
Fuck yeah,
just pop it
dude!
once and toss the lit cigarette in.
It seems to, as you smash down, its hand face flicks up with a little bit of a gurgle, and it starts boom, 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 boom this way.
Alright, let's go.
As you flick the torch in, or you flick the cigarette in, boom. Come on, everyone! And revolving door gone.
And I end the fucking ability.
And once more
There's
it's
to the
locked.
side, it looks like.
We should go before the dust explodes or the fucking beams start buckling from the heat.
Am I wrong? Did these not look like stairs?
Those are
These do
stairs.
look like stairs.
Change of elevation, anyone?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah,
Alright, what's over here?
don't argue with me.
Is this like a window?
So the
What is
window represents change in elevation. I don't have a staircase marker, so I put windows.
this?
You
Gotcha.
know what? I'll take it.
And up you go.
I feel like we're on a fucking timer now with that fire raging.
Well, that's because we are.
Well, that's pretty accurate, so let's go.
Before the ship explodes or buckles underneath the beams fucking melting.
Okay.
Now's decision
At
time.
this point, we might want to split up a lot more.
Oh,
We're on a
splitting
time
up. Yeah,
limit.
that sounds like a great idea, Corporal. No offense, but what the fuck was
We're on a
that?
time limit. We have to find Murphy now.
Yeah,
See if we
fair.
can find. Hang on a second. Let me do my thing. I'm going to, for this level of the ship, just it's a lot more advanced. It's a lot more tough than just doing it at Isotiller. It's just going to try to unfold all of the walls and all of the rooms just to see if there's any signs of life anywhere.
Okay. Give me a precision roll. This is gonna be pretty hard. There's something moving around in the ship. It seems like that light from before, but it's really hard to pinpoint where it is or what it is.
Lights all bouncing all over the place. I'm gonna see if I can get to the, Okay, Tali.
Yeah.
For clarification's sake, when I was seeing the lights traveling from room to room, was that like the very top level of the ship?
Yes.
Could I tell from the outside?
Yes.
I'm going to continue traveling upwards to see if I can maybe find where I saw that moving light.
Okay.
The rest of you are welcomed to, I guess, peek around this level of the ship a little bit more, just to see if you can notice anything stand out. But we've got to keep moving, and we can't split up. We have to keep moving as a collective.
Question, Lucy. Can you communicate, share information between Echo and Numb? Encore and Numb?
Sadly, no. The easiest way to think about it is that we are 3 separate people connected by me.
We can talk
Damn.
to each other. That's, you know,
Can you do it telepathically over distance?
imagine if we had cell phones, how nice that would be.
We don't have
We should
signal.
really get
I
you
know.
a cell phone.
No.
Executive decision. No. They have
They
3
can't?
separate minds.
Okay. Good to know. I'll keep that in mind.
We share all senses except for hearing and sight.
Well, okay. I'm hearing calls to split the party. I'm hearing calls to not split the party.
I'm seeing if we have a way of splitting the party without separating communications.
That's a terrible idea. If we get caught off guard by whatever that thing was again, well, in smaller groups we have no chance.
Then we all head up. We do not poke around, we do not waste time, we stick together, we all head up. Any objections?
Before I make a decision, hey Tali, there's a hole in the ground here.
Yes.
Is there smoke rising from there?
Yes.
Yeah, let's all stick together.
Besides, look at all the goop down there. You don't want to go that way.
Yeah, that would be very. No, yeah, let's not do that.
Okay.
Maybe keep this place for salvage or as a new base. But you know what? Let's burn it. Let's not deal with that. Murphy.
Can't use it as a
Better be
base if it's
grateful.
not safe. Let's go.
I can't believe after all this years it comes to this. Burning such a magnificent opportunity to learn. Oh,
You got a better idea with how to deal with it?
Murphy better be grateful for all this.
Murphy, I swear to God.
Oh, so much history lost in the fire.
Look at all
And
those
what about my
question
carbon
marks.
footprint?
They could be anything.
Irreparably tarnished, I tell you.
Your carbon footprint has turned into a carbon cannonball.
So you climb up.
Well, here we are, at the deck of the ship. Ah, a terrible thought just occurred to me.
Yeah.
I dreadfully hope that wasn't Murphy that we just ran into.
But that's absolutely dreadful.
Why would...
If that's
Oh,
Murphy, there
jeez.
ain't much left of him.
Oh,
Well,
Or
that's...
at least of Murphy in there.
Murphy.
as it stands, we can neither confirm nor deny whatever that thing was.
That's how I feel about it.
Hello? Oh, that's locked. Wonderful.
Guys, what are the chances Murphy's even still alive with that thing in here?
I'm gonna
I'm-
give it like 43%. Let's go.
Doctor, I'm sorry I put that idea out there. Now everyone's gonna be all like,
Encore, at this point, we can't
Whether
really
this
go
is off or
quad.
not.
If you want to punch the lock open, go right ahead.
I mean, it knows we... Okay.
You punch to the lock. Give me a power roll.
I could have
That's
just
all
done.
Encore needed.
I could have just done the. Never mind.
All right, you blast the lock clean off, and the door swings open, along with you.
This is where I saw the lights. I think.
On top of that, you have technically re-triggered a villainous action. Sinking ship holes in my lifeboat.
Here he comes.
Seiko, you hear
Oh no.
boom, 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 boom coming from below, not towards you, kind of over to where Encore's standing.
Oh no.
Murphy.
Something's coming.
Murphy.
Oh.
That's a lot of goop, you
Oh.
guys.
I've always wanted to drive one of these things.
Yeah, that's
was That's a lot.
Yeah, it's kind of growing all over the damn place, huh?
Yeah, Murphy's not in here.
Oh yeah, Murphy's not in there. Something else is though. As it busts through the floor, right
Oh
here.
my word.
Everyone, just wave, smile and wave.
And Lucy, you see as its hands go, and they just grab air where the door is,
Oh,
and it slowly stands back up.
there might be a jump scare trigger with this one. Be careful opening things randomly.
Did
A
you just
jump
give
scare
me a
trigger?
warning?
It starts running
Seriously,
towards
now,
you, Lucy.
Now of all times, Lucy.
Lucy's gonna back up. Encore's gonna try and get its attention. It's gonna rip off the wheel and throw it at it.
Okay. Give me a power roll.
I'm over here, you idiot.
You beat it in the back of the head with the ship's wheel. It takes 2, and it like kind of clicks its teeth and slowly turns to you.
I'm over here.
Boom.
Encore's gonna go like step on this stuff over
Boom.
here.
Boom, boom, boom. It comes in with a slice at you with one of its feet.
Just as it's about to start accelerating, I'm gonna shoot it.
Everybody, get out of the cabin quickly.
Yeah, already
Right
on
on
it.
my shot.
As this thing is approaching, Encore's just gonna
Go, Lucy, go.
Sounds good. Give me a speed roll. Just barely, Encore. You feel hands grip around your face. You're unable to unsummon. It has you in a chokehold.
I'm gonna spend a bizarre field to interject.
Okay.
Awesome.
I'm gonna have Soldier dive through the wall and just before it hits, use my speed to dive tackle him out. Try to dive tackle him out of the way, as so we both unsummon away from him, out of his reach.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Monologue at Larry
So that's
opportunity.
my speed, I assume.
Yes.
So I think that we should monologue that it leaves frozen, basically frozen forms of water in its wake.
Yeah, or it can like kind of. It could be. It's like Frozone, right?
Uses existing fucking water molecules in the air and then condenses them.
You know what? Does have a
Form
sleep.
ice. Form solid water, yeah. So yeah, my monologue is exactly like Frozone Incredibles.
You just need a drink.
What the fuck?
Are you sure you want that to be your monologue?
Yep, exactly like Frozone Incredibles.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Phenomenal.
Takes the water
So because of this,
existing in
the effect
environment,
is doubled, meaning
makes some ice.
you are able to dive and grab Encore out of its maw. Both of you unsummon successfully. Yeah,
Can I monologue?
yes you can.
I think it might only react to sounds. We gotta be quiet.
I'm gonna give you a partial correct on that. You're onto something.
I just want to drop the phantom.
You dropped the Phantom Field at the very least. Its Bizarre Field is currently a 4.
Go, 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 go,
Okay,
go, go, go.
so seeing these
Yeah,
smokestacks
yeah.
outside and knowing that these probably would connect down to like the main boiler room,
Yeah.
am I able to see smoke from that coal fire that we started rising from it?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I have a plan. If we could get it to charge into this wall here, I can pull away the water last second and have it fall back down into the inferno that we created.
I can get its attention if you need me to, but no guarantee I'll be able to get out of the way.
That's a great idea,
Don't
Alistar.
worry, if we stand against the wall, I can send both us and the wall itself into the 5th.
Okay, yeah.
That sounds good.
Okay, you guys get out of the way then. I don't wanna...
I have faith,
I don't wanna get
Alistar.
involved.
I have faith in you. I know you can do it. I'm gonna give Alistar a hype, man.
Hell yeah.
I think you took my flashlight, but that's okay. Can you hold my torch as well, please? I don't want to lose this.
Yeah,
How are you
faith.
baiting it in?
Oh, easy. I'm gonna shoot it.
Yeah, you say it reacts to noise? Let's make some noise.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot him.
I'm gonna flipper slap the fucking wall behind me.
I'm big, tall, and ugly.
Alright, get ready. What we're gonna have to do is when it charges, we're gonna have to step backwards, and that can quickly close us into the 5th.
It lets out yet another screech as it takes 4 damage from the shotgun blast, just splattering the ground with more of that pulsating blood stuff, and it boom, 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 boom starts running right towards the wall.
So remember when we were fighting $5 steak outside, and I did that thing where I split the ground open and split $5 steak in half?
Yeah.
To give us a clear shot at this? I'm doing the exact same thing to us.
Okay, you're splitting yourselves in half so it goes right through you and into the pipe
And through
down.
the wall. And hopefully falls all the way down into the fire.
Excellent! Yeah, alright. That's amazing. Oh, amazing. As Elisar and Larry just split apart, parting the seas, as this rampaging thing just right through the side of the weakened, rusted metal, and it just... You hear it, like, scraping on the metal as it falls back down.
Hey. Nice going. Can I get a brains roll from Larry?
Gotta be honest, no.
Can I?
Larry's too confused. I have no idea.
Okay, so you just auto-fail?
I'm gonna just auto-fail.
Okay, never mind then. Carry
Larry's
on.
not paying attention to what the fuck Elisar's doing.
You feel yourself kind of pushed back out of whatever space you just backed into, Larry.
Okay. Okay. Ooh.
That might have bought us some time.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Let's go find Murphy.
Let's be quiet, too. If it knows where we are from sound.
Looks like those red things can also,
Yeah.
So why are we going down through the ice?
I
That
don't
seems
know.
like
Lucy's going that way. I'm just following him.
There's a path over here.
the other.
I'm a champion of my own destiny.
Yeah. Just okay.
I
Well,
walk
why are
up.
we split? Okay. Oh my god.
Please come with us.
Yeah, I think I will. Oh.
Listen, it's fine. We know where we
We know where each other are.
Here's the worst part about this.
What? That just literally just says HMS Titanic. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Clearly engraved on the wall, it just says RMS Titanic.
Oh,
Oh.
RMS.
Why is the Titanic?
I remember reading about this. I remember the Titanic being split in half. I wonder if is this a whole ship or is this half the ship?
It feels like all the ship, gotta be honest.
Wonderful.
Why does the Titanic still have lifeboats?
That's a great question, I do not know.
Hold on, didn't she have a sister ship?
Yeah, the Olympia, I believe.
Hey, can you guys be quiet over there? I swear, I heard you say something about like the Titanic or some ridiculous shit.
I'm just gonna take a picture on my phone of this.
And the ship that went, the other sister ship that went down was the Britannic.
The Britannic, that's right.
Hang on. Pause. Was that door open down there? Or up there?
It definitely is.
Yes, I saw the door there. Gonna be careful. Num's going to be touching the floor as we're walking, just to make sure that the metal doesn't clank and make noises.
Seiko, you see Elistar turn to you and go, shh. You're not sure how he does that with a beak, but he does it. I'm subtracting a point.
Yeah, good. I was gonna say, subtract a point for that motherfucker. Yeah, so did you guys know that in the research for this game, one of the things was studying the floor plans of the Titanic to make a perfect model and roll 20 maps? Yeah, anyway.
Wait, what? This is the perfect one.
It is a to-scale model. It is smaller than the actual Titanic, but it is based entirely off the original floor
Tali.
plan.
You fool! Now I can use my meta knowledge of the Titanic's floor plan.
Wait, so this is laid out Tali, you mad bitch.
I can imagine anything.
It's like half to scale. Anyway.
Encore's just gonna knock, open up the door.
Not open up the door.
Seems like all of the
Murphy.
engines are like burnt out.
Murphy.
Not too loud now. Murphy.
Where the hell do you think he went?
Well, we're not going to figure it out if we're not scanning these rooms.
You see something on the ground.
Right, what's this?
It's a walkie-talkie.
Does it look modern?
Yeah. It has a golden clover symbol on one side.
Oh, shit.
That's Murphy's.
That is Murphy's. It's going to pick it up, bring it to the others. Yeah. I think we're on the right track.
Oh. But I hate to alarm anybody, but I don't think that thing was the thing making the light.
Yeah, and it definitely... Because the thing making the light was definitely on the top floor, front bow cabin, so let's keep moving forward.
Yes.
Can we get Psycho over here, so we're all together? That'd be great.
I'm going to wave Psycho over, yeah. Seiko.
I am coming.
Seiko, we found some of Murphy's equipment in this room here, so seems like we're on the right track. I didn't see anything else in there, but keep your eyes peeled for open doors.
Just gonna have Soldier freeze over this, so it's just a path of ice.
Good plan.
'Cause I don't feel like dealing with that shit.
Yeah, the reason that I went to the whole fire solution so quickly is that something told me that that light I saw, it reminded me of fire. Through the coloration, through the movement. I figured that maybe, just maybe, if Murphy has been able to survive out here in such a hostile environment for so long, he might have lit some sort of fire. Maybe he knows something that we don't. Maybe he knows that fire
up there.
is what's keeping these things at bay.
Watch your step, Elistar.
Yes. We might as well.
Murphy.
Tali, man, I still can't believe you made a scale fucking Titanic.
This is
A
rad.
peace sign at you.
Ooh, papers. Lucy likes these.
You have
What deck is this
period
thing?
era documents from the Titanic.
Mouth.
Mouth? Okay, you put the Titanic papers in your mouth. Congrats.
Murphy.
Perfectly sanitary.
Murphy.
You've heard of the hammer space? That's mouth space.
I don't think Murphy's in here. Hang on, Murphy.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, we found his walkie-talkie. So what?
Wait, hang on.
Why would he just leave that behind?
Have you tried turning it on?
What's that gonna do? He only has one of them.
No, he would have
think.
two. How else would he
He would
use
have
it?
two.
He would have a pair.
I've seen this in a movie once.
Hang on a second. Let me. Psycho, could you give me a hand with this here? I can't quite figure out this modern technology.
Yeah, let me see it.
Just make sure it's not on max volume.
Good point. I checked the volume settings and I looked
It
over
was
to make
on
sure
max.
I check it over to make sure it's still in working order.
It is. Seems functional.
Yeah, let's turn the volume down on that before you do anything else.
I have to make a mental note that the volume was on max, and I'm going to make the guess that he used this in order to draw the thing away at some point.
If he did, I assume he would have broken it.
I'm going to hit the button.
Hey, Murphy, you there?
Give me a brains roll.
Wayne's?
Mhm.
Wayne's.
You hear a after a uncomfortably long moment.
Hello?
Hey, guys! Murphy, we're on board. We're looking for you. Where are you?
What are you guys doing here?
Getting your ass out.
How'd you find my walkie-talkie?
You left it.
Yeah, okay.
What's your location? Do you know where you are?
I'm on a boat.
No shit, Sherlock.
Go easy on him. He's probably suffering from hypothermia.
I'm on a boat.
Hey,
I found something
he's probably
here.
confused and sweet.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
Save your strength, Murphy, and stay put. We're coming to get you.
I think I'm on the dining hall floor.
We knew we should have got down there.
That was the floor directly below us.
Alright, just stay safe, Murphy. We're coming to find you. Just find some place to hide. Stay warm, okay?
There's no response.
Guys,
I quietly run up.
guys, I was just able to reach Murphy on his walkie. He's around the dining hall area.
He's alive then. That's great. Okay.
As far as I can tell, he's alive. Yeah.
Bow, if I believe. We could go down that hole right there.
Yeah.
Back there.
It's a risk. Risky maneuver, but we could do it.
Fastest way down.
Can I peer down this hole, like with my flashlight, to see if it would be a safe drop?
Yeah, go for it. Let me just check where that'll drop you. You see fancy tiles, a hallway lined with photographs, some broken glass.
Ah, okay.
It seems like you could drop down.
Here, everybody over here. I think this might be it.
Why do I imagine now Tali just checking the blueprints, making sure that'll work?
Oh no, like these line up 1-to-1, so I know exactly where this drops you.
Shit.
I figured that you knew where we would be dropping because you were able to describe it.
For the
so-
record,
so
soldiers
accurately.
dropping first and putting a snow bit drift beneath us to soften our fall.
Nice.
Yippee! Yippee!
Hey, soldier.
Dining hall. I think that's close to the front of the ship. That might be the ballroom, though. I haven't looked at the Titanic in years.
It seems like there's tables in this room in front of us here through these windows. But there's also a lot of goopy boys.
Oh, no point standing around here.
This is actually the Titanic. Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm gonna go up to this
Probably
window
not.
and shine my light through.
Encore shows papers. Yeah.
see what I can see in here.
I've only ever seen the very accurate depiction made by that one ancient filmmaker from like centuries ago. You have to do studies of
You
it in college.
mean the American one, or do you mean the French one?
The American one, sadly.
Ah.
The French one was deemed inaccurate.
Yeah, that sounds like something the American ones would say.
Is for this universe, is this AAU where the Titanic went missing instead of sinking, or?
Oh no, it's exactly the same as we know.
So we would definitely be confused. Like, why the fuck is the Titanic here? Okay.
Yeah, no, this makes no goddamn sense.
So, my guess, if I were to make a guess, I'd say maybe this is like a reproduction of the Titanic, because like the real one's down at the bottom of the sea, isn't it?
Oh, that's...
It should be.
That's a lot.
And split in half, like crushed completely, rotted out, full of bodies.
Now, Seiko, I see more of the blood around the corner, so let's keep it down.
Everybody, watch your step. There's plenty of broken glass, which might also trip it off.
Don't mind me while I be mean to myself.
You think crunching snow's louder than broken glass, or no?
No, I think the glass is
Not
way
only
louder.
The noise, but I think it's also interacting with the blood. It's like a extrasensory object, like how
let's-
spiders use their webs.
Stay quiet. Snow, 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 snow.
So you're just covering all the glass with snow?
Yep.
Good thinking.
Stay.
Dead end.
Let's go to where soldier is. There's more doors back there.
Oh, paper.
Does it look like a kitchen, or does it look like a reception area?
Definitely a kitchen.
Okay. So the forward is either.
Seiko, the goop on the floor wiggles. Almost seems like it's waving at you.
I borderline hold my breath. Try to stay as quiet as possible.
You know how feelers look on like the sides of like
Ah, it is
walls, that sort of thing? Even the breath you intake, it seems like they quiver with it. Ever so slightly.
I am going to
Check the doors.
back
requires one.
away
You really want some rock,
slowly.
doesn't he?
As
Encore's also checking like below deck as much as he can, just in case he sees movement down there.
That's a light.
Oh
You
shit, there's
open the
light.
door and you see a lamp. Fire flicking on a piece of rubble.
Yeah, let's wait for everyone else to catch up before we move through.
I poke Bliss and I put a finger over my lips and I point at the shit trembling.
Looks at it. And slowly tiptoe along the carpet, back away from it.
Let's see, there's more rubble. Is there a path through here, or is the ice blocking it?
The ice is blocking it.
Think. Hold on. This is a kitchen. These look like storage rooms. I look back towards the goop. That's the dining room.
All that I heard Murphy mention over the walkie-talkie was that he thought he was on the same floor. But here, that's the lantern. That's definitely the light that I saw moving before. And by the looks of it, can I peer past the rubble? Can I see the hole in the floor?
Yeah.
And by the looks of it, this is also the room that was directly above the engine room where we were first attacked. So this is the same light that we saw earlier coming in through the ceiling.
Meaning that it was carrying the light, not Murphy.
Strange.
Find this wind back and get out of here before we get shit rocked.
A creature with that apparently doesn't have any photoreceptors. What could it possibly need its lamp for? I just don't get it. Close the door.
Maybe
Oh, these might be where the
Maybe it was
god
a
rays
lure?
came from.
Mm-hmm. Bronze roll, Larry. As you open the door, some of the goop starts to fall onto the floor.
God damn it! I knew that was going to happen. I knew you were going to have a door trap, but I just didn't say anything because Alistar wouldn't say anything.
Oh, nice roll. Okay.
Wait,
I knew it was like,
breathing
oh,
right now.
Tally's going to
That's
put some goop like on the other side of one of these doors. I just know she is.
Wait, I'd be in deep breathing. That's Amon, exploding
Yeah,
dice.
go for it. You open the door and you catch yourself before you push it too far. Wiggly little tendrils wave at the wind that comes in through the door.
Looks like we're going over the rubble. Trample over the rubble.
You stumble over the rubble. A rock is dislodged. Falls to the floor. You see a hand behind this barrel.
Red?
Brown.
Murphy. Wait. Oh, it's probably gonna come up through the hole.
Can you maybe see that preemptively with soldier's ability?
It won't stop much.
Yes,
Doesn't last long, and
give us
it's
a head
not
start,
very
please.
tough.
Around the corner, and you see behind the barrel, hiding, a man.
There he is.
How many levels of frostbite does he have?
We found him.
I'm gonna keep that to myself. He's got some bad
We
stuff
found
going
him,
on,
guys.
though.
We found him.
As he slowly pushes himself up, and
We found him.
Corporal. Hey,
Hey,
what brings you here?
your story is. Come on.
Hey, Seiko, we found him. Pass the information back, can you?
Yeah, sure.
Gonna help him up, and at the same time, I'm gonna just no idea how far, what he has going wrong with him. I'm just gonna course him on into him.
you're going to course Haman into him. Okay, he's reaching down to grab his hat off the ground. As you grab his arm and just start to course some Haman through him, and his arm starts to burn, and he screams out in pain. As you deal 8 damage to him.
And he's just like, jeez, stop, what the fuck? No, hey. Okay, handsy, I get it. Okay, yeah, cool.
He holds up both his hands.
Murphy.
Ah, fuck, man.
I need you to stay calm, and I need you to listen to me. You are currently suffering from the effects of hypothermia, which can cause such delusions and physical, visual, blah 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 blah, hallucinations of that sort of thing. So just bear with us.
I'm not cold, man. It's not the cold that's the problem.
You're a vampire.
Yeah, what gave you that idea, genius? Fucking hell, ask someone before you do that.
Hey, Elisar, you hear soldier behind you closing the door.
Uh-oh. Okay. Uh-oh. Now don't you worry one bit there, Murphy. We'll get you fixed up. We'll get you right here. I'm going to while they're having their conversation over there, I'm going to salvage what I can from this to see if I can have any more materials I can get a small fire going.
Okay, give me a salvage roll.
Murphy's gonna fucking die, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill him.
It might be an infection, but the point is Larry thinks he's a vampire.
That's a win by 3. You get 3 scrap.
Okay, I'm going to set up like a small fire, like right here in this room.
Okay.
I'm going to hang the kettle over it that I had packed the snow into earlier. I'm going to start heating it up.
I'm gonna take out my shotgun and point it at Murphy. Give me one good reason I should blow you away right now.
What the fuck, man? What? I thought you were here to save me.
I kill vampires.
Corporal, if I may interject for a second here.
You may not.
Okay, I use my ability. I use my stand ability.
Okay. What are you doing? Oh, this is about to get fucked. Also, I told you it would come up, Mikey.
I figured it was gonna be one of the players, Oh no, it'd be even more fucked if it was a player. Anyway.
It could have been, but you know. Anywho.
And do I just open hammer space below him and just drop him in?
You could.
I could just do that. I could probably do that to Murphy. I think I don't want to make enemies with the corporal. I'm going to do that to Murphy.
You're gonna drop Murphy down? Okay.
Yes. And then close it. Alright, he's now in the 5th.
You just drop him down into the 5th rather than to the room below?
I could drop him in the room below, but that layer of the ship's on fire, so I'm not going to do that.
Okay, yeah, so just...
Was there smoke coming through here?
You drop him into the 5th. There is not smoke coming through there, no.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so Corporal Larry just goes... Or Murphy just goes down.
Now, Corporal Larry Allens, I want you to give me one good reason why you should be threatening one of our cohorts.
You know what vampires did 20 years ago?
What, do you think I just hid myself away for the 5th for all that time, Larry?
Do you know how many years I've spent hunting down goddamn speedwagon loyalists?
I had to raise a family during that era. I had to raise a family and a child during that era, Larry. Do you have any idea what it was like? Raise a child, constantly afraid, constantly hiding under the bed because the vampires might come get them?
Do you know what it's like watching your family and friends? You know?
I'm terribly sorry, Corporal. You have my condolences. I did not mean to raise my voice there.
Gee, I wonder what's taking them so long to bring Larry out.
You
bring
don't.
Murphy out.
You don't. Please, Encore. Bliss, stay with Seiko.
Yeah. Hey, I saw a newspaper over there. You want to go read it?
Not particularly.
Oh, come on, you're not curious about Titanic era newspapers?
See, I'm pretty sure that door can get moved through.
It could
I'm not a
You were
fucking
gonna have
child.
to push
What's
your way
going
through.
on?
I'm pretty sure Lucy doesn't want more people in the fray. Larry and Ellis are having a spat. I don't know what over, but it might get explosive.
Wait, you're saying the man with the gun's having a hissy fit?
No, I'm saying that there's some Look. The man with the gun is pointing the gun. I don't know why. I respect their choices. He doesn't want me to... Where are you going? Okay, fine. I guess I'll just be the respectful one.
So, Soldier, are you locking the door?
Yes.
Yeah, it's locked.
Fuck! Open the fucking door!
Okay, Lucy, you squeeze by.
What did I just hear you say, Larry?
Lucifer,
What did I hear you say?
I don't need you walking in here with all these accusational tones now. Come on. Come over here and sit. You're cold, I'm cold. Corporal Allen here is also cold. We need to get this fire going and this water boiling to make sure that we all survive our little venture out into here.
Look,
Larry, what did you say?
one in there, Seiko. You want to go cause a fit or whatever, make it... Let me at that. Come on.
Lucifer, please listen to me.
What the fuck is
I
going
insist
on?
that we
I
do not need
don't
others
know.
running in here and then throwing accusations at the wall.
So keep a level head if you're going in. Are you gonna keep a level head?
Yes.
Okay, good enough. Get out of the way of the lock.
Bliss flicks his hand. Your Roman numeral 6 appears and slices the door lock right off. Like a knife.
Soldier. We're coming through on polite business.
Soldier just... Notably, Larry isn't paying attention. Soldier salutes and just backs up.
Alright. I love Soldier.
What in the hell? is
As
going
I
on over
said,
here?
Lucy, I kill vampires.
Good.
What about a vampire?
Murphy, he's a goddamn vampire.
What?
Seiko, how old are you?
I'm old enough to know what the hell a vampire is. I'm
How old are you?
26.
So you were 6. I was 8.
20.
So you should be old enough to understand why there's tension all of a sudden.
We don't know that he's a vampire yet, Corporal.
How many things do you know that burn when given healing? Come on.
Plenty of things. There's many, many mysteries out there, Larry.
I should have seen it from the start. Red eyes, fucking gangly ass motherfucker.
For the record, I was 15 at the time. I know that things are fucked. I lived through the apocalypse too, just like everyone else. Australia didn't exactly see the best of times from then. The government was already splintered, and now it's worse. But that does not mean that everyone chose that life.
This is true. We should figure that out sooner than later.
Murphy never told me. So to hear that now comes as a shock.
Very bad timing.
I'm sure he had his reasons to hide it, though.
Larry, I say this with an akin heart to yours. The only reason I'm not fully backing you up here is that people we trusted him. There will be long talks soon, but for now, if we can cast aside those differences. We currently have a multi-handed messiah after us.
Fine, whatever. He lives for now. But I swear, if I find out he was part of the fucking Speedwagon Foundation, he'll be dead. Whether or not you guys join him or not is not my problem.
Sega.
I mean, I don't really know. Forget it.
So is Murphy with you, Elisar?
Yes, he is.
You would gently hear, like a
Yes, Murphy. You don't have to worry. You're safe where I put you.
Where the fuck is this? What is this?
Well, it's the fifth.
The what?
I'll explain it once we're all back at safety.
The what?
The fifth. Let me in there. He's gonna enter the fifth.
okay.
All right.
Where the fuck is
Just see him. You see a cross section of a penguin before it disappears.
Hey.
All right. As I was saying, this is a space I can open doorways to, and when you're in here, you're safe from the corporal. You're safe from anything else that might be trying to attack you. So
Fucking
you just don't need to worry.
lunatic. God damn.
I'm going to be having a word with him later about his duties as a corporal and as a head of security for this operation, but don't worry. I won't let anything happen to you.
Okay. So how do we get out of this fifth?
Currently, I could just take us out at any time. Don't worry. It's a two-way doorway, right?
Oh.
So we just walk on out when we're ready.
Okay. Just like anywhere, or?
Well, yeah, I wouldn't quite do that. There's many spaces which just do not, they just don't cooperate with each other. So make sure that you're stepping somewhere that's safe and unoccupied.
Right. Okay.
Don't worry, it's mostly up to me where people can enter and exit. That's all my ability really does. Alright, so I'm going to create an exit from the fifth.
He's gonna just
Step back out.
step out, looking around. Lucy, he materializes again for you. Just kind of at tip. Very awkward stance he's holding.
This water is just about boiled. I'd say it's warm enough to maybe cure some of the shivers that you all are experiencing. Can somebody please be a kind, helpful friend and take a cup of this out to Larry?
Don't look at me. I'm not doing it.
I'll do it.
I mean, I should probably talk to him. But, I don't know. I don't think he's in the right mind to talk right now.
This is definitely a conversation we should be having as a group later.
Yeah, probably when we're not being hunted.
Once we get some shut-eye. Yes, and while we're not being hunted, and while the entire bottom deck of the ship is currently not on fire.
I hand Larry the water.
So, before we go, I kinda think you guys ought to see why I came here in the first place.
He picks up his lantern.
It looks like an ordinary lantern to me. What exactly about it makes it so extraordinary?
It's not the lantern.
Oh.
You guys have figured out where you are, right? Titanic.
I mentioned them. I overheard them saying something about being on like the Titanic. I didn't quite give it much thought. Surely there's other ships that are also called the Titanic.
No, there's not.
No?
There's just one.
This is the one, from what I've gathered.
Which makes it even weirder that it's here.
Yes, how do you think I got here?
It's not the only thing that's weird.
Murphy's kind of like shambling a little bit, stumbling as he walks. He's gonna pull a bandage out of his pack and heal himself up a little bit.
Ugh. Great.
Can I, as we're passing through, can I hand off, because I was heating up all that water in the kettle, can I pass off hot water to everyone?
Yeah,
To cure some of that frostbite?
I think so. I think anyone who takes hot water can lower their frostbite by 1.
Awesome, okay.
So, Murphy,
Yeah.
you care to tell me why you are here in the middle of the night?
Safety first. We can hear the story later.
No, I think I'd like to know now, in case it's relevant.
Yeah, it's relevant. I think it's easier to show you. I don't know how I would even begin to describe it. We just need to go up to the 3rd floor. On the deck. There's something there.
Gotta drink it.
Alright, you two, Seiko.
Drinks it.
So I guess I'll lead the way. If that's okay with you.
I think me and the corporal will probably be leading the way up.
Yeah, sure. Fair.
You stay to the center of the group, Murphy.
Okay.
We're here to collect you and get you back to the safety of Isotilla. It wouldn't make any sense putting you in the face of whatever danger we're about to come toe-to-toe with.
Yes, that would be a waste of time and resources.
God, you're all so
Hold on.
spooky all of a sudden.
Told you. Putting the snow back because it probably disappeared while I was not paying attention.
So far, we've gathered that a creature that's also aboard this ship reacts whenever you agitate. These feelers that it's leaving everywhere with all this red goop.
Yeah. Just don't touch him.
Yes, I'm glad to see that you've gathered as much as we have.
Do we want to go back up through the hole we came down?
How exactly are we going to be doing that?
I could throw together some rope.
It might be a good idea. I don't know if
It's easier than going through the...
Yeah, the creature may have returned back to the scene where we threw it down the, exhaust chute. Smokestack. That's what.
You threw it down a smokestack?
Yes.
Nice.
Let's see how we're gonna do this one.
You got a rope? I can just jump up and grab it. It'll be hard.
Corporal?
Alright, I'm gonna have the soldier fly up with it and tie it around something.
Okay. You tie it around like
Secure looking.
an anchor point. Just it's taut.
Alright, up I go.
It's, up this way, towards the captain's room.
Then lead the way.
Alright.
Alright, yeah, so very well then.
I'll just do the same freezing it over trick.
Smoke is now coming out of the smokestack too.
Hey, guys, I do have climbing equipment. Maybe we can just go down the ice.
Got something cool to show us. Let's just humor him.
Only found this out because of happenstance.
Happenstance is what led us to discovering your walkie-talkie, so...
Yeah, I left that
2
behind.
points for happenstance, I guess.
Good catch.
Were you trying to use it to lure the creature away or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Spent a point to open the door?
Door's open.
Yes, yes, we had an incident up here. That's why we had to, do that. Pointing to the fucking hole in the side of the smokestack.
Yeah, you don't say. Jeez.
There's still smoke coming out of the smokestack, or did that?
It seems to have died down on this side.
That means it's spread back towards storage, I think.
It's burning all the rotten food.
Smells greasy.
Ship pie.
Pop check.
Yeah, just be careful when you step in.
Oh yeah, Murphy. It's probably a bad moment to tell you the ship's on fire.
I heard. It won't take long. It's just around here somewhere.
One person at a time, everyone.
So you know the Titanic's history, right?
He goes over to this console,
Yes, yes.
kind of pulls a lever.
Tragically sunk. Hit an iceberg.
Hey Murphy, this time the wheel's missing. That's weird.
All things split in half.
Yeah. The thing is, all the halls, everything here. It's in the same state it was in before it hit the iceberg, not after. Weird, right?
Yeah, but is that all?
And this made you go out into the middle of the night. Why?
Why did he want to bring us here to tell us this information?
How
Look
did you
around.
even know it was here?
Look on the ground.
All right, I'm gonna look around.
I have a question for all of you. If it sunk to the bottom of the ocean, not everyone made it out and all that. So where are the corpses? Where are the dead people?
No, wait. Something here doesn't line up. You said that the ship is in the state of which it was in before it hit the iceberg and tragically sunk and all that.
Yep.
Well, if that were the case, if whatever time paradox has led it to apparate here inexplicably in its condition that it's in right now, there shouldn't be any corpses. Nobody would have died at that point.
There would have been people on the ship though, right?
He kind of looks at this
Not
console.
necessarily.
Little wiggly
Could have been
pieces.
at harbor.
Little wiggly pieces of whatever the fuck.
Anyway,
You're telling me that these red shit is basically supposed to be like the flesh of every person that was on the Titanic when it disappeared or this happened to it.
He looks at you and he kind of smiles.
That was my guess, yeah.
That figure that you saw back at Tiller, Corporal, you said it was made out of the same sort of goop?
It was made out of red ice. Not goopy, not fleshy, jagged red ice.
Now, this
Oh,
is
yeah.
sort of like ice, isn't it?
Not even the same thing. It's crazy.
You saw it too?
It's crazy what they can do.
You guys notice something moving on Murphy, crawling around the corner of his eyelid.
Ugh.
A small red hand just flicks out.
So crazy. Got one thing to tell you. Your corporal had the right idea.
Can I drop him into the 5th again?
First, he activated a villainous action, though, by following him here.
God damn it.
So, it's called Murphy and I have become best friends. If you follow Murphy to the captain's room, Murphy just grabs one of the hands coming out of the console and just tweaks it ever so slightly, and then turns towards all of you, and you see under his eye it rolls over and a red eye blinks open towards all of you. Pure red. Red sclera, red iris, red everything.
I came here because I heard a message. And I intended to answer it.
As something comes in the door behind all of you.
I was gonna drop him into the 5th. Like I did back when Corporal Larry was pointing a shotgun at him.
Alright. Can you give me a speed roll? The hole to the 5th opens, and Elisar, that should have trapped him. By all means, it seems like he falls into it, but then he just takes a step to the side. Doesn't go in.
Ah, shit, I should have told him how that worked.
Your problem, boss. Not mine.
And the thing comes in right behind Elisar,
Oh, good heavens.
going to grab you.
I shove
Alright.
Elisar into the floor below.
Okay.
Just slam dunk me into the floor below. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Just barely, as this thing's hands are going around Elisar's face, you kick Elisar down the hole. Elisar, you fall.
Ah!
The thing is now in between you and your escape.
Escape? What escape? So Murphy,
Yeah.
any remaining loved ones you want to say goodbye to?
What are you talking about?
Oh, right. I forgot your kind was heartless. Encore's gonna try and shove fist through body.
Oh, okay.
Head
You will see that his shirt twists until a hand shoots out of his chest. Fleshy, brown, his flesh, and it blocks the hit. And it's holding on to Encore's hand. And Murphy's just like,
Okay. Maybe I didn't explain myself properly. This thing here is talking to me. I can hear it. Do you understand what that means?
Yes, it means I'm extinguishing 2 lights tonight.
Oh my god, you're all dense.
What does it mean, Murphy?
It's offering safety. It's offering protection. You'd be an absolute fucking fool to ignore that with the circumstances we're in.
I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Need to get this fuck away from the door so Bliss can get out. Worst case scenario, that is the way out, so I'm gonna head to the hole. Not go down it yet, but I'm gonna be next to the hole. Fuck it, spite. I'm gonna fucking Haman shotgun this man.
So what Murphy does is he twists Encore's hand out of his stomach hand, twirls around, and unsheathes something? A knife. And with incredible inhuman speed, just shh, the shotgun goes off late. It's like it didn't fire when it should have. And he slices down your back with the knife, dealing 4 damage.
I think we may
Alright, punk.
misinterpret
Let's
these.
And he grins as he pats your back on the way.
Why don't you say hello to him yourself?
Oh no.
You've got to hear his message. He's different from the other frostbitten. What the fuck am I saying? You entrusted from my lips. Trusted from his.
Murphy's going to slice his own hands, spraying blood at Larry. Not normal blood, but bright red, spongy, gooey nonsense.
I can't think of a fun response other than just trying to dodge out of the way down the hole.
That'll be a bronze roll. Jump back, down into the hole. Just a little bit splatters onto you as you go, and Murphy just grins, watching you as you watch the light disappear. You take 1 point of damage. Murphy's then just going to hop back behind this thing, shine the light up, and aims it into the room. And this thing, step, leap, up, stumbling steps, quickly comes towards Seiko.
Oh, come on, leave me be. I'm just a
It's
short
going to try and grab you with its hands.
Yeah, Seiko's stumbled back while Rolling Girl trying to punch it in the face.
You punch it in the face. There's an impact, and there's like a little spark of some sort of like electricity almost. Maybe not electricity is the best way to put it. Something happens as you hit it, and despite the impact, it seems to have no effect on it. As it grabs its hands right around your face, you are now inches away from a gnashing, gnawing mouth in the center of all 4 hands.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Lucy seeing what's happening to Seiko is going to motion to Encore. Encore grabs rock he had earlier. Fired. Encore's going to leap up to where the steering wheel once was and up into the air. Do a quick spin and overarm lob the rock through where the gashing maw is.
Into its mouth?
An attempt to, mouth. With the sense of trying to like push it away to where it will like unstick
Okay.
from Seiko.
Gotcha.
Using his ability.
Yeah, okay. Seiko, chomp, chomp, goop! Suddenly there's a rock in its mouth! It seems to choke a little bit and loosens its grip ever so slightly.
Seiko, try and break free. But when you do not touch that blood beneath you. It'll know you're there and it'll try and latch onto you. For all we know, it might be an extension of it.
That makes too much sense.
You are correct.
Don't get caught in the spider's web. This part over here in charge of spin with my steel ball facing Murphy.
Murphy just smiles.
Murphy, it's not too late to avoid an unforgivable sin.
You're just not believing me. Is that it?
Currently, we're just a captive audience right now.
Oh, what more do I have to do to prove it to you?
I would like to plant my foot on his chest and try to push it away and roll backwards.
Okay.
I'm dropping the bizarre field.
Okay, you're dropping your friendly bizarre field for a +6 on this?
Yes.
Okay.
Seiko, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think you're strong enough to push that away like that. Don't you have some sort of chance-based ability with your rolling girl? Perhaps a double or nothing?
You're right. Fuck it, let's reroll fate. I am going to initiate the double or nothing reroll
Okay.
on its part. Basically, if shit's not going right,
I can have Rolling Girl try to re-roll fate and try to get a better result. But if it screws up, it makes it so much worse. And yeah, it is a colony of the little cats. They can help with my friends to do better or making enemies perform worse. It's my dear friend, Rolling Girl. God, I sounded like Morty.
Look, cat stand.
Stand.
Oh, jeepless!
Shut the fuck up!
Alright.
So, you're
Okay,
double or
so,
nothing this, yeah?
And now
Yes.
they've got a +9.
With a +9.
+9?
The hands come in, slam towards you. Rolling Girl, you and Rolling Girl together push back, trying to knock this monster over. Murphy in the back is going to adjust his hat and just go,
You're trying to choose what outcome you get from fate, huh? You know, I know a little bit about luck. Always had shit luck. But I know for sure, whatever the fuck you're doing isn't going to matter.
as you BAM! There's another flash of that spark. Something is deflected. The hands go to grab you, but you whirl back. You punch again, and again, and again. The sparks igniting more and more and more. Escalation.
Oh!
Pittsburgh, you do better.
You're mistaken, Murphy! I'm not going to submit! Rolling Girl and I, we're in time to scream in the face of fate!
You can scream all you want, but your fate's already been decided.
BAM! Again. BAM! Again. This thing, you, Seiko, back and forth. Some sort of force. Again, every single hit is being blocked. Escalation again.
You're not gonna beat us here! Not when we're together! Not when my sister's relying on me! Oh!
How many times are you gonna keep trying this, girl?
As many times as it takes!
Escalation again, Seiko. And again.
Oh, we can just choose to escalate.
As Murphy's smile goes from wide to a frown as he watches you punch, punch, punch into this thing, and he goes,
What the hell? That's not possible. What the fuck do you mean?
as you escalate 5 times in your favor.
Looks like fate's not on your side today!
That shouldn't be possible!
As you slam, wham, a hefty blast into the wall, cracking the bow of the ship itself, sending a seismic eruption. Elisar, Larry, both of you feel something just shudder from up above. As it takes 36 damage.
That's full! That's how that works! That's full!
And I'm going to spend a bizarre field point to negate 10 of that. Jesus Christ!
Kill it.
Murphy just scowls, looking back at Seiko.
Oh, I get it. Good luck, huh? That's your thing?
I rolled a dice and see what happens.
Well, my thing's bad luck.
Oh, I see.
As Murphy is going to spend his last bizarre field point to take a turn now.
Nothing ever goes good for me. No matter where I am, the universe is out to spite me. I get that. The corporal saw it. It should be clear as day. Doesn't matter. Doesn't fucking matter what I do. It's always going to be the same. But I was given a chance, you know? A chance to live. A chance for once, one goddamn time, to be the lucky one. You really gonna take that from me?
Him.
Him.
Can you reload that?
I got scared for a second because I saw the S right there. I was like, what?
That was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway, he's taking a turn.
anyway, he's taking a turn. He flips and rolls around the knife in his hand.
You know, fucking hate people like you. I think they can change fate.
And he whips the knife at you, Seiko.
Oh no.
Like to swat the knife away and add my timing bonus.
The knife goes whipping towards Rolling Girl, and again, something shimmers in the air as the knife comes through. It tries to kick it, and it kicks an after image. As the knife sticks into you, you take 4.
Jeez. Is that all you can do? I've had cat scratches hurt more.
What is this? Some sort of a dick measuring contest? I don't fucking care. Just let me have this.
I like being alive, thank you very much. So I'm gonna say no to that. Fuck you.
Well, I'm gonna make it your funeral.
Ooh, edgy. Okay.
He does pull out another knife.
I'm gonna take cover behind the fucking steering column here.
Too.
Hi, guys.
As Elisar, you land,
Okay.
and shortly after, so does Larry. However, Larry's got something strange about him. There seem to be hands growing out of his back.
Oh goodness. Corporal, are you aware you have hands growing out of your back?
Light on me, what? Shit.
Listen, you're the guy who has Habad and all that sort of thing. Do you have this taken care of? I feel like I need to try to get through to Murphy back up there.
Yeah, kill his fucking traitorous ass.
Who has the walkie-talkie again?
Psycho.
Sicko.
It was Seiko.
Sicko.
Do a plots point thing so I can get that walkie-talkie back.
I even have a suggestion for how it appears here. While I was swinging away at Murphy, in a fit of excitement, it flew from my hand into one of the holes and down to the deck.
Oh, so I was going to dive and catch it before it
Boink,
breaks.
boink, boink, boink.
I mean, turn this thing on, try to get through to the man. After watching what Seiko had done with it earlier to get it to work, he's going to kind of do like a brains roll and try to figure it out myself.
Yeah. Oh god. Elisar, something sparks again. Oh god, it escalates. Oh god, it escalates again. What the fuck is happening? 5 times escalation against the walkie-talkie.
Oh.
Okay.
Give me another roll.
All are
2, 3, 4, 5.
Boom, baby! Oh, hell yeah! With the last spark, it ignites. Signal coming on.
Murphy, please. You've got to listen to me. Can you hear me up there?
What?
Murphy, I heard what you said about the chance that you were given, about what you've been told, things that you've been shown, and I believe you. I believe that there's a great many number of amazing, fantastic things that can be learned from this. Your chance that you've been given, it's not wasted here. You can still work with us. Please, Murphy.
Tell everyone else that then.
You're gonna have to get back up there to do so, but please, just understand that when you're shown something great, something that a great deal of progress can be made through, you cannot go forcing it upon other people.
In the realm of science, there's a code of ethics that no amount of progress in the world is worth breaking to abandon those ethics. Please, we can accompany you back to Esotilla. We can study this. We can learn about it. We can figure out what it is. We believe you.
How am I supposed to trust that we can get back? How am I supposed to believe you?
There's still an ounce of reasoning inside you yet, Murphy. We can do it. But we have to do it together.
He stops responding at this point.
Alright, yep. Elstar will end the transmission. And look over to Larry. We've got to figure out a way to get back up there. I think if we can get everybody to stop fighting, then there's still a chance, Corporal, that some good can come of this.
Can you stop with your scientific curiosity for one goddamn minute and just kill the fucking parasite?
I'm sorry, Corporal, but if you want to continue fighting, it's something that you'll have to fix on your own. For as I see it as of now, allow me to deal with the end, that it is a scientific issue, while you deal with that, which I believe is strictly a security issue at this point.
It's a security issue.
I'm gonna go up the stairs. Please, I'm here. Let me help. Nothing of here that we've experienced today has to be of a loss. We can still salvage something from this.
He looks back at you.
Please,
sort of blood
everybody.
dripping down the eye.
Everybody ahead of me in this captain's quarters. All those who still wish to respond to reason and still have faith in the scientific method. We must join together. We must get back to Esotilla, and we must figure out what answers this bizarre and unusual phenomenon, that which we do not understand. We must be able to learn something from this.
Elisaw's right, you know. Shinzo. Haven't I known you guys for 5 fucking years at this point? Come on. And yet, you're still siding with them. How do I know you're not just going to stab me in the back like that fucking corporal?
There's no preferable outcome to getting rid of you. And as it stands as of now, continuing to fight here is only going to end in your destruction. So if you truly believe in the things that you've been shown, Murphy, all of the grand mysterious things that this creature, that this element, that this biomass, whatever it may be, it doesn't matter. What it's shown you is, I truly believe there's something there. It is up to you. You must make the most difficult choice. It is not up to you to force this new element upon us. It is up to you to make the difficult choice of joining us, Murphy.
I trust that you care about discovery. I get that.
It's more than just discovery, it's you as well.
If I came back and told my sister that we lost you, she would be really sad, and I don't want that to happen, so I'm bringing you back. You can trust that.
You actually think she cares?
She talked about you quite a bit.
You think they're alive back there? You all left them. They're probably all dead.
No, we drove off the attack. They're fine.
I don't believe it.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way things could work out.
We put a shark inside of a circuit board.
That is true, that did happen. Fine. Then call off your gunmen.
Oh, that's gonna be a bit of an issue. You see, currently this element that we have yet to understand has taken a liking to him.
Harry.
What are the tentacles doing?
Wriggling and moving around, not to mention you can feel almost a separate, pulse pulsing through your back. Can you give me a bravery roll, please?
Oh boy.
You notice that your arm The one holding the gun is just slowly, shakily moving up to point the gun at your own head.
Fucker.
You stop it, but you're aware that it is constantly fighting you.
Maybe I called the wrong one the fucking parasite. Or maybe I called them both correctly. There's still the hole that Elsar fell down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up through it. Not only can I see that, I know the the big guy standing directly over it. I'm really fucking tempted to just fucking unload the shotgun resolve rush him.
As you look up at it,
Oi, fucker! Get out of my goddamn head! 2d6.
Oh, let's go, Larry.
Plus 2d6. Come on, shotgun resolve rush.
Woo! It stumbles up and it seems to wiggle and flex and twitch as the hands in your back wrap around and try and grab the shotgun. Unfortunately, as they do so, the shot fires off, and you hear screams erupt in your own mind. Murphy also seems to recoil and falls to the floor, dropping the lantern, as it takes 11 damage.
You telepathic piece of shit. I can telepathically link with people that have it covered in goo. Larry's too bad to articulate that, but...
Yeah, it can.
No, you got it across just fine, buddy.
The blood dripping out of Murphy's eye as he clutches it, the blood dripping down your back as the hands grip the shotgun. The earpiece flits to life. In this very tense situation, you hear Millie's voice. Is this a bad time to tell you what it... Okay.
Just imagine Larry, this fucking earpiece just mutes itself and she continues with everyone else.
Eye catch pops up, that's it.
Oh, I'm so tempted. Yeah, no, Millie shuts up, but Murphy is gonna say it then. That sounds cool. Murphy will just push himself up.
Yeah, I can hear it. All of it. It's like a fungus infecting the consoles. The spores in the air. It's in all of you. You're all infected. Just coming here. But it tells me things. It tells me of what's to come. Tiller's fucked. Of that I'm certain. Standing at the end of it all. This being, this creature, is the only saving grace. It removes all chance, all fate, everything, anything near it, gone. Guess that's why they call it the lucky one.
This thing's gonna be a blurry. Hang on a minute. Hold the fucking phone.
This thing's a flurry with 68 HP?
Yeah?
Well, now I'm terrified for anything else.
I mean, we already took out a blizzard. That felt easy compared to this fucker.
This art is...
It's based on size.
This art is so good. Oh, you're right.
It's based on size.
Look at the fucking heart. That's so cool. Are those plugs?
It has a walkie-talkie wrapped around one of its legs.
That's amazing.
This should have popped up earlier. There's its silhouette.
Cool. Oh my god, that's so bad.
The mist. That's creepy.
They're all infected. Fuck.
That's why I say we better figure this thing out.
So, out of character, I get to tell you guys what its ability has been doing this entire time. It turns all rolls into averages. every die turns into a 4. So what that means is that if there's an escalation, it will always be an escalation. How those resolve is it turns into a 5 times escalation, and then we roll normally. Winner take all.
That is nuts.
Seiko was able to counteract its ability with her own luck-based ability and take the 5 times escalation in her own favor.
Destined fate versus the one who rejects fate. I love it.
It's such a great dichotomy.
Ice. Straight line ice. Just cover the
Okay.
hole again.
Murphy, just gonna go.
You see what I mean? Even if I wanted to oppose it.
He clutches his eye, his hand shaking, gripping the knife as he slowly turns to Elisar.
I am not a player in this. I don't have a say.
There is no need for skill or luck if you go by the rules of reason, Murphy. Of
He
logic.
tries to hold back his own knife and fails, slicing at you, Elisar.
Come at me. I can try to use my own ability for the knife to basically just go straight through me. Without actually damaging me.
Take one.
You would go to stab, it would only slightly cut you as the knife goes through you. You take 1.
Come on, man.
If it doesn't understand what we're after here, then you must supplement its lack of understanding with your own. Use your mind. For it is strong.
It gets up. Murphy blinks, his eye covered over red, the same as the blood of it. Seems like it can see through his eye.
If you two are truly connected, then that means you are of one mind. You have to
So I
fight
can-
the urge.
I can.
One of Murphy's permanent flaws is going to activate. He's a bad luck magnet. Whenever he has to roll against the universe rolls a 3d6 rather than a 2d6. And because of the lucky one, the universe rolls a 12 versus him. I'm going to consider this a savior mechanics roll for Murphy to try and overcome fate.
Here and now?
Yeah.
Here and now. You're only gonna get one shot at this.
I don't think we'll be able to do it if Larry's not helping.
I think we. I
Elisar,
disagree.
do you take a look at Soldier?
Is Soldier doing something that would be like obvious? Because I'm looking in the general direction.
Soldier just did an ice slide and is kind of looking around.
Okay.
I'm just gonna give a thing. He's looking for orders.
Oh, I see. Well then, hang on, let's not be so hasty.
You can't get Larry to help you, but Soldier probably might be able to get you something.
Amy,
Yeah.
I think this comes down to you.
Oh, fuck off. You're right.
No, I'm serious.
Fuck you anyway.
You were the one whose ability was able to perfectly counter this thing.
I.
And it
Duncan,
seems like it's trying
I
to
have enough
use
speed.
fate. Oh dear God, you're right. Yeah.
That could be my thing, is I can give you
I
can
don't-
give you Soldier speed.
I'm going to have Rolling Girl put a hand on my shoulder and his shoulder and initiate the double for nothing, dividing the damage between both me and between both of us should we fail.
Okay.
I'm at the same time, I'm also slipping a coin into his pocket, emerging as a cat to give him the exploding 6s.
Can I just add on my brains?
Yeah. You can add your brains.
Yippee!
16 versus a 12. As this thing lumbers in, leaning down low beneath the awning, it brings one razor-like leg up. Behind it, what looks basically like a dagger, a serrated thing that it's walking on, as if it's going to slice
It's
and
going to kill
cut
Murphy,
off
isn't it? Oh no.
Murphy's head.
Oh fuck.
This was Savior Mechanics for a reason,
Wait, if I'm
as
playing...
Murphy is going to resolve rush,
Come on, brain power.
spending all 4 of his resolve. As Murphy reaches up to his face, grabs the red eyeball, and rips it out.
Fucking badass, man.
Yo!
Seiko, you're going to take 6 damage. Murphy also takes 6 damage.
Yeesh.
As he falls onto the ground, blood dripping from his eye, the slice goes right over his head.
I'm gonna resolve that.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna spend my main and secondary to build spin. Then I'm going to spend a resolve for another main action. Well, it seems that people do believe in you. So I'm willing to give you one more chance. Encore? Yeah. Let's do this. Encore's gonna jump up here and then jump up into the air. Lucy's gonna lob spin ball at Encore. Encore, having practiced this many times with Lucy, is going to shock put kind of a dragon kick it. I'm gonna spend a plot point for an additional spin. But give them some space to think about it. As spin ball is going to be lodged into this thing, attempting to rotate it, basically kind of combining its mass into like one area and flinging it back into the hole here. The hole behind...
The hole right up next to Larry,
Right next to
so
Larry.
he'll fall right next to Larry.
The spin ball into its back, grinding and pulling its flesh, sort of spinning it inwards, and wham! Kind of seismic toss. It shatters the ice over this hole, and it goes falling down right in front of Larry.
Uh-oh.
What Lucky One's going to do.
So you notice from Murphy, the red eyeball it's on the floor, and it kind of melts apart into more wriggling, writhing hands that, almost like serpents, just kind of crawl away.
Ugh. Everyone tuck your pants into your socks.
Yeah, honestly.
You may view this as a curse, but maybe for the first time you can be thankful that you're a vampire.
Look over, Murphy. Are you okay, Murphy?
Fucking no. God, my head hurts.
Here. I'm gonna fucking grab Murphy. Drag him over to the corner or something and, like, kind of patch him up with the first aid kit. Everyone else does with the other fucking thing.
Thanks.
I kind of want you on
What
your
the
feet.
fuck was I...
You were all
The
kinds.
fuck was I on about?
You were all kinds of crazy flakes. But let's get you out of here, okay?
I'm gonna
Listen,
fucking grab Murphy and drag him.
I have a crazy escape plan. Hear me out on this. The first step is we need to get the corporal up here. Remember, the way we came in is currently on fire right now, but I have a very crazy idea involving those escape emergency boats that we saw alongside the ship. We can get out to one of those. I think with the help of Corporal Allen's, we'll be able to make it out.
Yeah, be careful. Most of them are infected with the fungus. If I remember correctly.
Oh.
There was a villainous action about using the lifeboats
Oh
that
my
never got
God.
triggered.
I was
Good to know.
I
Yes. Maybe the escape plan could use a little bit more work. I'm gonna run back downstairs again then.
You see the lucky one on the ground, and you see Larry, shotgun shakily, starting to point towards his own face.
Let me see. So all the hands are coming like out of his back?
Yes, they're grabbing the shotgun currently, wrapping around his front.
Is he fighting them? Like,
Yes.
is he winning? Is what I'm asking. Does it look like
They're
he's
currently at a standstill. He seems like he's winning.
Okay, I'm going to use my ability, open up his back. I want to look for the point that the initial incision was made, where these things are all sprouting from, to see if maybe there's a core to all of these.
And because it's your precision 12 versus 8, you automatically win. So what you see is that they are rooted into his back's veins, kind of like fungi. They're in his blood.
Oh dear.
It's currently very short, but there's little roots coming out of the hands into his back.
Okay. So there's still hope.
Yeah.
That's good. Gonna shout back up. Can I get someone? Can I get another hand down here?
Way ahead of you, Elsa.
Bliss is gonna jump down.
Awesome. Yeah, so when Bliss lands down, you will see Larry with his back practically like flayed open.
What the fuck?
Don't
okay,
worry,
whatever.
it's purely cosmetic, except for those. Elisar's going to point to the roots going into his blood vessels.
Corporal, do I have your permission to make an aggressively quick surgery?
We're going to have to operate, sir.
I've had worse. Just do it.
Fair enough.
Bliss snaps his finger. Let's see what I've got to work with. Alright. Sorry. I've got this one to work with. It's the only one he's been able to use the whole time. As he comes over, he's going to slice at the roots. Shoot! 2, so for 8? 8 versus 8. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, it's 8 versus 8. Oh, fuck me, okay? So...
fuck me. Fuck you. It's fuck me. It's a time 5.
Wait, you also have a amplifier.
Wait, I have an amplifier? What?
You have friendly bizarre field.
You're right! I could spend a friendly bizarre field point
So right.
to add the +6.
All right, guys, what's our monologue?
Lizard can create different kinds of wind.
Yeah, basically. You're correct.
Oh, and the
I love
wind that
Larry.
they create is like a different category, like that's cool.
I love Bliss's stand. So yeah, okay, that is correct. That makes it the doubled effect onto it means that slice with surgical precision, he cuts the hands out of your back.
Okay, he's all good to close up, Doctor.
All right, ending the ability.
Larry, you have control back.
Clap was the sound of his back closing. we have a plan for the escape. Here, just take this hook. It's part of the climbing gear. Attach it to your belt, and we'll be making our way over the side of the ship.
You with us?
We're taking the thing that is infectious and spread through spores, out of here. That's a horrible idea. This needs to die. The whole ship needs to burn. Leave if you want to. I'm purging this thing.
I don't know if you missed the memo, Corporal, but we're all already infected.
No, I think I get what he's saying. If we burn the root, it won't be able to spread anymore.
Exactly.
That it, Larry?
Yeah.
Okay. Better get your ass out, though.
I'm gonna put a goddamn boot on this guy's down face and stick the shotgun directly in its gaping maw.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'm gonna spend my last player Bizarre to amplify because I know it'll be a top.
Oh,
yeah! But I'm spending it after it 5-time amplifies so that I guarantee the kill.
Oh, hell yeah! Get his ass!
Straight
Do
off.
it!
You made the problem of messing with me and my soldier. Well, my first soldier. He likes to go by the name Wet Death.
yeah!
I love this guy!
Yeah! Oh man, I'm so excited. I'm
He
peeking
does
my
is he,
microphone.
he makes a trail of snow that of snow or ice that
I'm
follows
putting
him. The
this
snow can catch any slows anyone that goes into it, and his ice always leads away, slips away from him, to back the path backwards down the path.
He got reverso ice.
He got reverso ice. So if he skated this way, leaving a trail of ice, the ice would always slip that way. It has never come up.
It came up against the dogs.
It came up against the dogs once.
With you just blasting this thing's head off. Splattering red, bloody fungus mucus all over the ground.
We're burning the damn ship. I'm then gonna do a... I don't have anything to spend. I would spend the plots to just do a deep Haman breathing, trying to burn basically everything out of my system with
You see
Haman.
Elisar kind of like
Oh, yeah.
everyone who's still up by Murphy. You see Elisar like flinch after the shotgun blast, and then to look over to you and just do a thumbs up.
You know what'd be
Larry,
really
all
cool?
around you, the spores in the air start to turn to embers. Your Haman being the actual fucking antimatter to them as they all ignite. And the room is starting to fill with smoke. It's starting to fill with smoke. That's not from you.
You see Larry almost caught, like, blase, walk to the door, open it, put a cigarette in the fire that's clearly on the other side of the door, closing it. All right, let's go.
What a badass! My word!
Your corporal's made it. He's underwent a very speedy recovery. And yes, here, take this. It's climbing gear. We're gonna be going over the side.
Yeah, I'll have Soldier make a ramp. Don't worry about it.
Excellent. I knew you would.
Over the top, everybody!
Let's go. Yeah, I believe if my sense of direction is to be trusted. We parked the Jeep somewhere on this side.
You guys brought a Jeep?
Yeah, right.
Like a
Oh,
Rover. You know, they had them back at his hotel.
Yeah, it's one of the sand
One of those
snow.
little itty
It doesn't matter, you'll
yeah.
see.
They were more towards the front of the ship.
Yes.
Doesn't matter. Let's get off the ship. We can we'll deal with where later. This thing's about to fucking go up.
Elisar just squeezes past the ice crystals right here with no issue.
Here's probably good enough. Go get him, Soldier. And Soldier hops over and just basically starts ice skating down through air. That's weird. There's a ramp of ice forming. One at a time. It's not the most stable thing.
It was light time. Yeah.
Slow and steady as it goes.
Hey, Num, you think you can make sure I don't slip and fall on that?
I'll hold your shoulders.
Yeah, it's good enough for me.
Actually slide down relatively slowly because the ice is always slipping the other direction.
Yeah,
Anyway.
can you hold on to that end for me there, Lucy?
Sure.
Larry, as One-Eyed Murphy passes you, he does kind of tip his hat respectfully to you, and then just hurriedly jumps on.
You better hope to God I never find out if you were part of the Speedwagon Foundation,
back
because I
to
will
base.
still kill you.
Back to face and Larry just closes it on with a shotgun anyway.
Oh my god.
Here's the thing, there is literally nothing you can do to convince Larry to not if he is actually part of the Speedwagon Foundation.
I'll take
can
that.
tell
I'll
you
take
right
that
now.
as a challenge.
As you start sliding down the side of the ship. The
regret
fucking
nothing.
Titanic.
We were not supposed to beat that this episode, I don't think.
Can someone play My Heart Will Go On, please?
Just the penny whistle solo.
By the way, did I mention that Shinzo in Japanese means heart? Anyway, I thought that was funny.
Oh no!
For your new best friend Murph.
Glad we escaped. Hope this doesn't come back to bite us again.
I mean, it probably will. Actually, it's more likely to come back and grab us again. They had way too many fucking hands.
God, I never.
Yeah, it was just made hands.
Well, if it gets the lucky chance to.
Like, how many old fucking pervs were on the Titanic that it just got that fucking handsy?
Listen, I'm sure there's some weirdos on the internet who would really enjoy this thing.
Next time, we'll come back on day 2.
Yeah.
You got Murphy back!
Yo.
I
Murph
didn't have
wired.
supper.
In one night, somehow! Which
Wow.
didn't think that would happen, but you did!
We're professionals here.
Oh, I mean, this is why I prep everything.
We make the full list of each 24 hours we're given.
Alright, let's do a little bit of art before we sign off.
Well,
Alright,
then let's get
also
started.
I did post the bizarre field. That was something that showed up last time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I made that.
It's really neat. I enjoy it.
It's all icy.
Look at you, Tali, doing the good job with art.
Hey. I apologize for the session running so long, but everyone got so into it, I didn't want to cut us off.
I was
It
figuring
really-
that it would be a cutoff point at the boss fight with Murphy, but it just kind of kept running, and I was actually good with it.
I had a lot of fun.
The thing that you saw on the way over.
Yeah.
the thing.
What in the nine hells is this gyroscopic thing?
Oh.
You know, it's just a thing.
Yo, thing.
You saw that on the way over.
Was this like the structure that we passed?
Yeah,
Ooh, that seems.
the floating thing with the procession.
Yeah.
Dude, that entire event with passing by that thing almost completely evacuated my brain because so much has happened today.
This is what I thought today was gonna be.
Huh.
That's so
I also
much
made
one
these.
night.
What a hell of a first day.
Yeah, right.
Productive first day, ladies and gentlemen. We on that
Yeah,
grind.
There's just like a million of these. I made a ton of these, dude.
Here's the problem. I can purge everyone but Murphy. Murphy's the only one that is guaranteed to still be infected by the time we get
And
back.
here is all 3 versions of the lucky one for different levels of visibility.
Wow. Okay, I'm opening the full of these.
Don't worry, we'll put Murphy
Browser
through the
version.
disinfected chamber with Millie.
It's like a rooster.
And here is all of the eye catches that came out today. Don't forget where the wild things are. That happened today.
That did happen today.
I can't believe that happened today, along with the whole Titanic dungeon.
Yo, I just
By the
realized
way,
this
I
guy's
wanna-
dogs are out.
I feel like we're gonna have to redo the Titanic dungeon again because it's gonna get reinfected or some bullshit. It's
I'm
not
gonna
get
mention for the
better.
sake of the recording that the Titanic, I did map out 1-to-1 to the actual Titanic. It's more so 2-to-1.
Kind
But
of a
yeah,
very big shift.
using the Titanic has like 6 layers. I made only 3. There's a lot of fun little jokes about the actual layout of the Titanic that I threw into the actual maps for that session. It's a ton of shit. I can't talk about all of it here. I'll talk about more of it after we're done.
I'd very much like to see the maps tally at some point.
Yeah, here's Larry's
We'll
eye catch,
probably
which
be
dropped
back.
today.
Yeah.
And
Also rolling
here
girl.
is Seiko's eye catch, which dropped today.
5 eye catches in one session.
Awesome use of your guys' player bizarre field points. Honestly, the hype moments today were so fucking hype.
I got to go nuts as Seiko.
Seiko just blasting it with luck, Larry executing it. God damn!
I just thought of that as soon as you're like, I'm gonna knock it down next to Larry, and I'm like, I'm sticking a shotgun in its mouth.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I was hoping for. I'm like, hey, give it to Larry. Larry deserves to get the killing blow.
Good setup. Give Larry a kill.
I'm gonna
Can
put a
we
shotgun
just
in
say
its mouth.
smug bratty,
needs it.
smug bratty Seiko?
I guess I gotta redraw Murphy now. Because he's missing an eye.
Yeah, you do.
Punish Murphy.
You just got to throw a new one.
Yeah, totally.
Just wakes up tomorrow with 2 eyes, still puts an eye patch on. I need
he
to
puts-
remember
he
what
puts on
happened to
the,
me that day on the Titanic.
He's punished Murphy because he's punishing himself.
I wanna post these. I also made this.
Stay strong, Mikey. You're our
Look at
You're our
these
most
things,
powerful
it's so
warrior after
rad.
These maps took me so long. I think I made a joke to Kat and Wesley at one point of just like, hey, so what if I just mapped out the Titanic 1-to-1? And then the response was just, why would you do that?
These are the coolest, Tali.
Don't worry, I have
I'm
full
glad.
intentions of coming back here this evening.
These are absolutely
Hell yeah,
coolest.
it ain't going anywhere. It is burning a little though.
It's still
What section
middle.
is
You mean
We're
it's
either
just
gonna come
sections?
back here to
Just
now,
burn.
Tally, here's the problem. Now you have to redraw it all again, but burned.
No.
Oh.
that much coal?
Hey, Clip Studio's gonna be your friend there.
Probably that much coal would burn
Studio's
hot
my
enough.
new best friend.
This part of those decks are gonna be melted to slag from how hot that coal can get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was doing research as to how much coal is in the Titanic. They like chugged through hundreds of pounds a day.
You know what? Good. Good thing it sank.
I
It's
they're
a
gonna-
lot
no,
of coal.
I think we're gonna. We especially need to get out of there before daybreak because anything that can see it is gonna be like, why the fuck is there a massive smoke cloud billowing out from randomly in the ice?
It might be a pyre for a little while. It might not extinguish for a little while. Oh, there was also one more thing that showed up today, which I almost forgot because it was right at the start. This.
Yes, I was gonna ask for permission. Look at this.
Yeah. And also, all the stuff that you get is in your documents in Roll20 if you ever want to look at it again.
Ah, it was so much fun.
I'm glad. The party v party dynamic. God, it was so good.
Man, I can't
7
wait
hours today.
for this happy-go-lucky party to just be tense as fuck the next day.
There was so
People-
much tension
people
in the
asking
air in that
questions.
Murphy moment.
It's gonna be just the awkward breakfast with Elisar just going, like, come on, it's first day, everybody. We can't be doing this already.